Boop, boop.
Thought I was frozen.
Welcome to the show. We're glad you're here. Grab a cold one, maybe a beer. Stay alert in the chat. Giveaway prizes. Heck, maybe we'll give away Uncle Bill's cowboy hat. Jim's his sidekick, wouldn't you know? Uncle Archimedium in the show.
Hello.
Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's all be part of hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe. Hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, art, wherever you fall in that category, and all the ships at sea,
See,
welcome to Uncle Bill's Saturday night rigmarole.
Hangar
And we're
talk.
here
Yeah.
with, Hangar talk. That's what it is. That's right.
Mm.
Hey, here's trivia. Who made up that name for my stream?
Alexis?
No, homeboy from
Homeboy?
Canada. What's his nuts from Canada? No, Don.
No?
No.
No? Oh, Joy.
Planned
Your
Parenthood.
lovely wife.
Somebody we haven't seen in a while. He hasn't been on the stream in a while. He used to be on pretty often a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah. Mark Rennick?
His first name is Chris.
Oh, Chris.
He doesn't go by that though.
Oh, and
Chris.
NB Aerials or something like that. Chris from
No,
Doc
it was
Murdoch.
Doc
Oh,
Murdoch.
Doc Murdoch.
There you
That's
go.
right.
Good
I
job.
that guy?
I was just going to hit you with New Mexico. I was going to start giving it away. But
Yeah, he's in
When you
New
said Chris,
Mexico.
Chris was enough.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Really?
nobody calls him
There's
Chris.
a lot of
I called
Chris's
him
out
Chris.
there.
I just did, but he went by Doc, and
Right.
I haven't seen him around. I don't know. I know he's around, but I haven't seen him around. I don't know.
Yeah. I think he
Yes, it-
changed his channel name, or has a different channel. He still does FPV though.
Yeah, well,
don't know.
he's always inviting people to come to the dark side of
Right.
FPV.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
The
we got a
left side of
birthday
droning.
today,
Hey,
Bill.
Cam Joe.
I am, Eddie. I'm eating some fucking pussy. You got me.
It's Lloyd Mendenhall's birthday today.
Hey, happy birthday,
Birthday, Lloyd.
Lloyd. Speaking of Lloyd, has he been coming in? He's been coming in this stream, right? Where is he tonight?
Yeah. He's probably
Probably
Uh,
out to dinner. Yeah.
went out to dinner with the kids.
Oh,
with
come
the
on. He's had
sons.
what, 87 of these things already? What's the
Yeah.
big deal? You know?
Yeah,
No.
he's up to the 69. Yeah, number 69, yeah.
A legendary year, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these you don't want to miss any of these at this point. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
you're on the short rows. You don't want to be like missing these bitches on this time.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's like two more, there's like plateau years of your birthday, 21,
Mhm.
30, because you're not in your
Right.
20s anymore, 40, because
Yeah.
you're not in your 30s.
Fair.
The decade plateaus are there.
Right.
And then there's ages in your life that are important to you. Again, back to the beginning is you can drink, you can drive, whatever, this stuff. And then once you get past a certain age, now what is there? We got 65, because actually 62, to be fair, because that's the first
Mhm.
year
Mhm.
you could take on Social Security.
Oh.
So that's already on your mind now. And then 65 is Medicare, 67 is full Social Security, and then
Mhm.
70 is fuller Social Security. I like how they do that. No, it's full Social Security when you reach a certain age, but if you keep working, you get more. Well, then how
Yeah.
was that full? If they, but
Yeah.
they got some, if I can get more by continuing, but there's some formula or something.
It's a sure.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, everybody has their opinion. I get it that
Yeah.
the
Birthday boy.
early birthdays are important,
There he
right?
is.
And then in the middle somewhere, you kind of like, who cares? But when you start getting towards those last birthdays, you
Oh,
might
yeah.
want to start.
It's like,
You might
"Hey,
want to
I'm
pay
alive."
attention to them.
Yeah.
Probably.
That's all I'm saying. When you get to that point where you're getting to those last, 3 or 4 birthdays, 5 birthdays, you want to start paying attention to them.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you knew it was one of your last 3 or 4 or 5 birthdays, that's pretty.
Don't.
That's pretty dark way to think.
Happy
Now we
birthday.
got 3 birthdays left. I better enjoy this one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, it means nothing. It's just another day. You enjoy every
All right.
day. It means
Yeah.
nothing.
Okay.
It just, I mean,
Yep.
you should be
I'm
glad
just
about
saying.
today, let alone wait until your birthday. You're still alive now. You're still breathing.
Well,
Still,
Appreciate
I
every
don't know. I
day.
wasn't making the point of avoiding, of ignoring your birthday. That was you.
Okay, I will reiterate my opinion, Lon, which is not the same as yours, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, I'm only slightly older than you, but which is
Uh-huh.
true. It's only a few years, but could give a shit about my birthday.
That's
Never,
fair.
never could give a shit about it. I like every day.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
try to treat yourself good every day if you can, and the people around you. Never mind birthdays.
I agree with
I've
that.
already had 64 of them. Well, 65, including the first one that they don't count. That's 0.
They don't
Yeah,
count.
first one
Yeah.
doesn't count.
No.
You know, and that's okay. Now it's, but I mean, there's still plateaus. Was my point, was whether
Right.
birthdays mean anything to you. It's a personal thing, but plateaus. That's all. And right now, Lloyd, I guess you still got one more plateau to go. 70.
Yep.
You have
Right,
to be
the max.
another 0
Yeah.
birthday.
Yeah.
Well, it's that, and in the United States, it's also where your Social Security, if you haven't started already taking it, that's when it maxes out, is 70.
Oh, I've been drawing on it for years. So yeah.
Yeah, so that means 70 is
Yeah.
just an age plateau. Another
Yeah,
day.
it's just
Another
an
decade.
age to obtain. Yeah, right. I'm sticking at 69. I figured that's the best year to be alive, anyway.
Yeah.
60.
Yeah.
Noise.
Mhm.
Noise.
Yeah.
You know, that's one. Stupid joke. I'm trying to bend it to this conversation. It's not going to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Brad.
a speed limit for making love.
Right.
68.
2 miles per hour.
No, it's
Yeah.
68. Because 69, you got to turn around and go the other way.
That's what she said. Not to you.
Not to you.
Not to you.
Quit stealing my line. Jeez, get your own writers.
You know, you should have a stream called "Not to You," and it's just like all these different situations. You
Thank
see
you.
Karens on the street, men on the street,
to
people
you.
talking, and then
Mhm.
so why do you think it's a not to you? And you're just how warm it in there in
Yeah.
every video,
Yeah.
in a different way and in a funny way. You know, it may not last all that long, but you'll get a shit ton of traffic probably for just like
Oh
Don,
yeah.
Don did with his same shit, different day.
Yeah.
Literally a video of some shit on his lawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
Same
off my
shit.
lawn.
Next day.
Yeah.
Yeah. People tune back in. He got thousands of hits on a picture of shit in his front yard.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
probably the most popular thing he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
About time.
Well,
Documenting shit.
it's a bar. There's a bar.
You see here. I was kind of hoping
Yeah.
he would come in and contradict me. It's the same link I sent you the last time, Mr. Don.
Mr.
Yeah.
Balls.
Mr. Ball, Don of the Ball,
Don Ball.
of the Mud.
Oh, you're
Mr. All right, why don't we say hi? Artie, I know you're dying. You're just biting at that. You're just biting at that rain. Go ahead, or whatever it is.
All right. We
Right.
got Steve Janess, Vermont Views. We got Captain Joe Merca, USA Drone Flyer. We got Don, Mudball Don. We got
Let
Brian.
me interrupt. I missed something. Tim Jackson,
Yeah,
Tim
Tim
Jackson.
Jackson.
stop playing video games long enough to stop in here, and I am honored.
Yeah.
I am
Really.
honored. Member for 21 months too. Yeah, he's one of the members that never comes by. Welcome, Tim. Okay, please continue. Tim's here.
And
Not
we
getting his money's
got
worth.
Jody Drone Shots. We got Brad in his attic. And Jackson's Gaming. Yeah, we just said. And we got Nick, FTFO Media. And Sammy, Itchy Sack. And we got Lon's buddy, Eddie Nunez. And we got.
Eddie's been coming in a lot lately. I guess I have you to thank for that because
He's following me
Yeah.
around. He's a jerk.
Mark R. White is in the chat.
I
Good to
think he
see
came in here once before you. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
I was fit.
He's got such a big name in the industry.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
probably,
T-Neck. Or T-Neck.
probably just misremembering it.
Technique.
Nate, how are you?
Yeah,
I'm in
Nate.
Roger.
Technique.
Technique, not teak
Yeah.
neck. What did you say?
He said,
Yeah.
he said T-next or something. Yeah,
Nick, I'm wearing a T-neck today.
PJ.
PJ, how are you?
Yeah. Could be my dyslexia popping in. T-neck.
that's his excuse anyway.
Or backing in. You don't know. Could have been backing in for all you know.
You guys are
Yeah.
fine
You know,
again.
you got dyslexia. What do you know?
Dyslexia.
Giggles. He said, Brian. Did you say Brian? Hi, Brian. I was,
Yeah,
Right?
Funny thing is, once you start talking, I don't listen, so I don't know who you said to.
Everybody.
Then is
Yeah.
that
Somebody's phone
server.
going off
I've seen
again.
that name.
Mine,
All right, Jameson. Glad to see you back.
Mr. Snitch, probably.
Thank you, TJ. Thank you.
Mr. Snitch.
And Nunes.
Oh,
He's
Yeah.
he's an informant for the policia.
Oh,
The
Oh,
federales.
Yeah, he's a
federal.
snitch.
Yeah.
He's an informant.
Hey, I bet you I'm the only one here wearing a Halloween shirt.
Oh yeah.
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I got Rodney's old shirt.
I have so many T-shirts, and I just end up wearing the same ones over because my wife cleans them so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I've got
I've
your
do
got
the
back.
your
same
back.
thing.
Very.
That's my theme. I'm going to be nice tonight. I've got your back. We've all got each other's back, right?
Right.
When's it going to start? Like now?
It's always,
Who's got Arch back?
always been my
Yeah,
motto.
who's got that?
Yeah, who's got Arch back? It's not
This
me.
goes in the dark, by the way. I think the white.
Oh.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it is kind of cool.
Joey McScoliosis has arts back.
Yeah.
This way I get, I get low grade radiation every time I wear the thing. You know.
Yeah, there you go. That's why
Nipples
it's
glow in the dark.
awesome.
Like a third nipple.
Mhm.
Eddie and Lon have slept together.
No, we haven't. I
I
haven't
mean-
even been in the same room with Eddie. That's why he's still breathing.
Yeah, that
That
just
dude.
mean two guys slept in the same building. That's not,
No.
you got to be a little more, you know.
Nope.
Yeah, you got to be a little more detailed there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've fallen asleep on the same stream as other people,
I don't want no detail.
like this one.
You don't want details, Mark?
No.
Mhm.
No.
Don't want what?
We were in the same city for a couple hours. That's as close
Oh.
as we've ever
Same
been.
airport.
Yeah.
We're in the same city.
Through Dallas. is
He
where-
no, he
Same
was in
airport.
New York and I was in New York at the same time. You know,
well, that's-
while I was going through New York, so I wasn't even in New York that long.
Well, you know how
Oh.
easy it is just to run into people in New York because you know
You ever see a
Kitty,
movie?
how about
there's 7
mine?
million people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I always, when I hear somebody's from New York, I say, well, do you know so? And, you know, they like, I expect them to know that.
Yeah.
I tell you what, you know what, you laugh, and because that's ridiculous, right?
Right.
20
Yeah.
Over 20 million people within like 5 or no, it's more than that, maybe 10, 15 miles from Manhattan, center of Manhattan, because now you got North Jersey, you know, that northeast section of New
Yeah,
Jersey and all that shit in Connecticut. And I've actually run into people down here that were good friends with my uncle, my aunt. You know what I mean? So it's not
Hi,
impossible.
Jim.
In fact, the one woman worked for my uncle because he was a district vice president. Or something. I don't know. He was pretty high up in ShopRite. You guys ever
Right.
hear of ShopRite?
Yeah. I've heard
Yeah.
of it.
I don't know if it's out west. I know it's a big chain in Northeast. You know, and
Mm-hmm.
but no, you're Lenny McGreany's nephew. Now think about that. Now we're pretty far away. But then again, I do live in an area where New Yorkers go on vacation. So
Yeah.
you know, but still,
Hello, Jim.
it does happen.
Hey,
I
Jim.
ran into a few New York
yeah.
Giants in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. You know, but then a lot of them stayed there when they were.
I actually ran into somebody who was in the same class as me while on holiday in Spain.
Yeah, but you all go to Spain for holiday.
Yeah.
To the same beaches. It's gotten
Yeah.
so bad that they start serving bangers and mash and flipping at the restaurants in fucking
Then you go,
Barcelona. It's
Yeah.
fucking insane.
ever been
Yeah.
You know, yeah, England, I'd imagine is a bit crowded on the holiday in the holiday properties. You know, during the holiday, I'd imagine that's probably be. You know, so's Japan though, and it still looks
Yeah.
pretty sharp. You got to Japan it up a little bit there. That's what you need
Yep.
to do.
Yeah.
Japan it up a little.
Add it up.
Yeah.
Am I wrong, Mark? Am
I
I
mean,
wrong?
you could look anywhere in
Well,
Japan practically, and it looks like somebody spent half their life trimming the tree, and making everything perfect and
Oh,
colorful. And
Bonsai. Yeah.
well,
Well,
they're into
what
that.
England needs
Whose
to do,
yard looks like their yards? I mean, think about it. It's psychosis.
what England needs to do is get rid of all them ratty old antique buildings, all them castles and shit. Just tear them to the
Yeah.
ground
There you
and
go.
put up, some
Mhm.
high-rise
Put up a
condominiums.
tennis
Like
here and
No, I know
there.
you're
yeah,
kind.
projects.
We're
Yeah.
kidding. I mean, those are some of the most
Yep.
beautiful things
Maybe,
that man has ever created.
Maybe open up a dentist
To me,
office now and then. That'd be
Yeah,
nice.
I love
Yeah.
historical buildings. That's what the only sad thing about the United States is besides alleged pyramids buried under the ground. There's no ancient structures here like there is in the homeland, like I like
the
to call your
homeland. Yeah,
neighborhood
Yeah.
there, Margie.
Mother
There's no
country.
900-year-old cathedrals here and shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what were we gonna say?
Your ancient structures were tents.
Well, I
I
mean,
love
hell,
that shit.
Florida's got
That-
Florida's only has got the oldest buildings in the United or
It's the oldest city in the United
the
States.
oldest city in the United States. So,
Yeah.
that's,
Yep.
so that's
Saint Augustine.
it's not
Saint
saying a
Augustine.
lot.
St. Augustine. The
Tell that to
Spanish.
the Native Americans, though,
Well,
because
yeah,
they have
European.
like
Yeah, European. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
oh no, the
Yes.
Native Americans have like settlements in the mountains and stuff like that, where they had like
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Pull up,
some of them became
Well,
quite civilized. Look like they're
Mesa
like
Verde.
cities and towns, like the
Mesa Verde
mesas,
is what
like
I
you're
was
talking
thinking of,
about, like
yeah.
the mesas where they I mean, they had communities and
Yeah,
sure, that'll happen.
Cliff dwellers, yeah.
Until the
yeah.
other natives come around and eat you or kill you or take your
Yeah.
property.
They're building.
yeah shell mounds. We got those here in Michigan.
Yeah.
Some of them are 3,000 or 4,000 years old.
But if I were to ever go, if I would like before I leave this, that's a bucket thing. I would like to hit up England and some of the older parts of Europe and just to be there, just to see the architecture, to drink that in, just to experience that. I'd love to do that, And yeah, why not?
Maybe go on your birthday.
Go ahead and yeah, my.
There'd be a reason
Be a
to celebrate
birthday.
it anyways.
It doesn't have to be a birthday. It could be any day. It could be your
Go there.
birthday. I'm going to Europe on Lon's birthday.
There you
You
go.
should, because it's in May.
Somebody-
You don't want to be. When's your birthday?
April.
Oh, April's
Oh,
not so
yeah.
bad, right, Mark? But you don't want to be in England
that's-
like in November, December, especially like London.
Yeah. Rainy and cold.
Dirty.
He's from a place that gets more snow than we do.
Yeah, I know, but it's all dirty. It's
nobody
like New
gets no
York.
more
You ever
damn
been to New
rain.
York in the winter? Same thing.
How much rain do you get, Mark?
At the moment, it's raining.
No. I'm sure it is.
How often
because
it doesn't rain?
chances are, but I'm saying you're pretty big on facts and figures usually. So maybe you're just holding back on us a little bit because the numbers, it's like, well, about 2.5 swimming pools. No, give us actual because a swimming pool might be this big. How many inches do you think rainfall, comparatively speaking, to the rest of the civilized world? Do you think you get? Do you think you
Be
get
right back.
more rain or less?
First time it's rained this week.
See, they get a shit ton of rain in Seattle, in the northwestern part of our country. But you see, our
Yeah.
country, you know what you can do if you don't like it? You can drive a little bit to a different area. See, whereas if you tried to do that, you would fucking drown because, because that's, but hey, I'm not bragging on us or anything. I'll tell you, it's amazing. Country
It's amazing.
this developed in this size. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's countries with more people in it, but what I don't want to sound like a jackass, but hey, it's going to happen.
But go
Um,
ahead.
Yeah, but it's I mean, I
Yeah.
want to sound like one, but I'm just saying you can drive through 95% of the United States, and it's pretty fucking civilized. There's police departments. Don't get me wrong. I know about the 5% that are just hillbilly central and people just practically lawless. But compared to the rest of the world, I think we have just a tremendous amount of civilization,
Brenda.
if you want to call
Hi,
it that.
Brenda.
You know what I mean? Under control.
Jameson.
Thank you,
Out
Brenda.
of 330 something million people in our country, most of them can go to a drugstore or a grocery store or you know what I mean. some of them live out in
Yeah.
the country and like that, but even those guys have means of getting whatever they need, either flown out to them or brought out to them. You know, they're not living out like in the fucking those stupid TV shows. Like these guys are, we're living off the land, and if we don't get enough, we're gonna die. You know, and then they send a camera crew out for sandwiches. You know,
Yeah.
It rains 50% of the year in England, according to Google.
that's a lot.
Hmm.
I'd imagine it's a lot.
Yeah, anywhere from
24 a lot
150
more.
to 200 days a year. So
Mm.
How many days
that's
of
around
sunshine?
50%.
Here's a better country. Here's a better. What percentage of days have sunshine?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah.
You know, depression, no sun.
Oh, find out how many dentists they have there too.
He's
a
going to
busy-
stick on that, huh?
He's a busy.
I got no
fucking
room to
guy,
talk
that
about
dentist.
teeth, so I got nothing to say.
What the hell's a piece?
We got the royal dentist, and that's it. Fuck
Well,
the-
it's an Austin
You
Powers
notice the
thing.
royals have beautiful teeth. Think about that.
Oh, yeah, they do. Mhm. They
Yeah.
probably have their
Yeah.
own dentists.
Teeth for the people.
Yeah. Mhm.
Huh. Okay.
What?
You're giving it to me in hours. That's how bad it is. They don't want to give it to me in days. So I got to do the math. So hold on. My math is pretty good, but,
Too
let's
funny.
see.
Hours?
Well, 1,500
Mhm.
divided by 24. 62 days a year.
No,
62 sunny days a year.
Yeah, 62 sunny days a year.
No.
Wow.
That's when they have their national holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not fair.
What, Mark?
Did you divide by 24?
Yes.
Yeah. Do we get 24 hours of sunlight in
You
a
know,
day?
nobody gets sun. It's more than 62 days because
Brother,
Nobody's-
1,500.
Huh.
the sun's not up for at least half of that. I mean, you got to give them. You got to give them.
You should have divided it by 12.
Oh, hey, now I get your point. Okay.
Yeah. Divide it by
Okay.
12.
Okay.
A
No, that's
sunny
fair.
day isn't
That's fair.
24 hours. A sunny day.
Well, then that's easy.
is
Then
probably
120,
11 or 12
125.
hours.
125 then.
Yeah, probably. Right? That's probably about
Fair
right.
enough. I didn't consider that. You are absolutely correct.
So that's
It averages about 4 hours a day.
my God. you guys-
4 hours a day, the
you
sun
guys must-
shines
you
in,
guys
in,
must sell all
in
kinds of
England.
medication there to keep yourselves from being depressed all the time. I was going to say,
Yeah.
the more sun, more, not enough sun can cause depression in some
Yeah.
people.
Well,
in some people,
why
you might be
why you-
immune, because your ancestors have been living there for.
yeah, and they've been
Why
fighting.
do you think they packed up and left? No, why do you think
Yeah,
they packed up and left and went
he
elsewhere, other places,
Yeah. It was cold and snowy in
and dark,
Norway.
and raining?
Yeah. It's
I
like,
can actually
oh,
say
at
we
least
left.
it's
My
not
Irish
snowing.
side did leave the United Kingdom. So there. Actually, they were South Ireland. Is that actually part of the UK? No.
Uh,
The United Kingdom is Northern.
well,
Ireland.
it's part of Great Britain.
You could, yeah. All right, I'll take. That's not what I asked you, but okay, I'll accept that. They're not part of the UK. They weren't. So only the northern part, Northern Ireland, was part of the actual United Kingdom, correct?
You guys,
No,
United Kingdom.
Because
includes all
because
of
Ireland's
the
part of the British Isles.
Great,
there's
yeah,
no
Great
doubt about it.
Britain is.
just round. It's part of Great Britain, but it's not part of the UK.
No, that's what I said. Okay,
Okay.
not part of the United Kingdom.
so
No.
What is the United Kingdom then?
round?
The United
you got
Kingdom
the Republic
includes
of
all of them.
Ireland, and you got what are
classic
what are they
Ireland, Wales,
Scotland,
Scotland,
Wales.
It's
Yep.
Great
the Isle of Wight,
Yep.
the Isle of
UK.
Man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Scotland, Wales, Britain, and Northern Ireland.
So what is
Scotland.
Southern Ireland? This
Used
is
to
own
be a
country?
shit ton more. India used to be squeezed in there too, and Pakistan and Hong Kong, and
Right.
Yeah.
guys were
India,
just sticking your fingers
Australia.
everywhere.
Canada.
That
New
was the
Zealand.
British Empire. I don't think they'd call that Great Britain.
No,
No.
I didn't
It was
say
the British
it.
Empire.
It said United
Yeah.
I'm
Kingdom.
sorry.
United
Oh, it was part of the
Kingdom
United Kingdom? Oh, my bad.
is what I was
I misheard
discussing,
you.
sir. No, he said Great Britain, which is I think, and it's the way I take Great Britain. It may be incorrect, but that's the region that the British Isles are in. Like the British Isles. Britain,
Great Britain is
Isle of Man, and whatever. Isle of whoever.
England and Wales. The
I
island.
heard he's in touch. Isle of Man's in touch with itself right now. It might be the Isle of They.
The Isle of Man,
What I thought.
England and Ireland.
Okay. Yes. United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. So that's
Right,
the
Northern
United-
Ireland. Right. That's
Yeah,
that's-
Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Great Britain is just England, Wales, and Scotland.
Yeah.
The Isle of Man, the Isle of Wight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's fair. Now, India and all that was never part of the United Kingdom, but they were part of the British Empire. You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I know that. They still sound like them.
Yeah.
That English. I hope nobody took that as a racist thing. The Indian accent has some English accent overtones in it. When
Yeah.
you ever listen to one that speaks English,
Yeah. Yeah.
sounds like
Yeah.
they live in London. Well, I don't know.
Fair.
Hartford, you know.
No.
They speak it better than the English. They speak
Yeah.
it better than fucking Mark does. That's
Yeah.
Oh, wow. There's a bar.
Hello, welcome to technical support. How may I help you today, Mr.
Yeah.
Mark?
No, not that guy. That's not the guy.
Oh, not that guy.
My
Okay.
name is Pamela. My name is Peggy.
What are those movies called?
How may I help you?
The singing and the dancing and this. Those folks.
Bollywood.
Bollywood.
Yeah.
They speak some decent English in there.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
they do. Yeah, and they have a British
Singapore, they
sounding
speak.
accent.
You know.
I mean, the call centres, if they're not in New Delhi, they use Manila.
Manila. Oh, my God.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
bad. They actually made a movie about
Oh, sorry.
a
Mentioned it before. Art.
Yes, Manila. Where's Manila?
Yeah.
Mark. What the hell?
Where's
Yeah.
How dare
Manila?
you?
Yeah, the dam is busted.
Manila,
Yeah.
they
Damn
invented
you.
those little round those wafers, right?
Yeah.
Manila wafers.
Yeah, the Manila wafers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Manila
yeah.
wafers. They're
Manila
I love
wafers.
those sometimes.
Yeah, I like those.
Manila
Nelly
Yeah.
I don't think they
Nelly
go.
Bananas
wafers are
and
good
pudding.
with banana pudding.
Oh yeah,
You know.
yeah, put it. Yeah,
Yeah.
Who didn't have that when they were a
That's
kid?
pudding.
Manila ice cream.
Hey,
It was good.
drone
Manila
stuff.
envelopes. You know, there's
Yeah, that's one. Yeah. How
Drone
about
stuff.
drones? Drone stuff.
Drone stuff.
That's
We
an
talked
interesting
a lot
subject.
about
So I don't mind,
drones
but I didn't mind that last subject because that's a little different twist on food. Is remembering things we got as kids that were commonly made back then that I don't think I see anybody do anymore. You know, and I know people
Really?
obviously still do it, but it's not common to see that
No.
vanilla wafer, vanilla custard, whatever shit that they used to. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? I
vanilla.
remember. You know what I mean? And that was like if you went to somebody's house, there was a pretty
Right.
good chance it was there for you. You know what I mean? For the treat after they fed you, it was common like that. You know, and I don't know why. I guess it's probably cheap to make. You know,
Yeah.
what pudding packets and vanilla wafers.
yeah.
Slice up some
Graham
banana-
crackers.
Slice up
Ooh,
graham
yeah.
crackers, slice up some
Graham
bananas.
crackers.
They put bananas in it, you know, whatever. Yeah, I want it now. God
How
damn
about sherbet?
it. I want it
Orange
now.
and
I didn't like
what
sherbet.
are the different flavors of
They
sherbet?
have
There's
orange and lime. It's like they
Lime,
there's
and
that
then
damn
there's-
lime shit again. They can't get rid of it. You know.
yeah,
So let's make a sherbet out of it.
yeah. There you go.
Well, I mean, I didn't like sherbet as a kid.
I did. I
Really?
love sherbet.
I did.
I liked
Yeah.
Italian ice, but for some, maybe it's because of limitations back then of flavors in sherbet. Sherbet was meant to be a palate cleanser when you went out to dinner.
Yeah.
It's called sorbet. You know,
Sorbet, yeah,
which is
yeah.
just syrup. It's just a sherbet, and but it's strong tasting, like a lime sherbet. And some water would cleanse your palate for the next meal, allegedly. You know,
Mhm.
which
Key lime pie,
which
yeah.
I imagine
Key
would
lime
be
pie.
fine.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Brenda, to answer your question, I went over to my youngest son's house today. My youngest son here, and they cooked dinner, and so I spent the afternoon before I came back here to get ready, and so that's what I did for my birthday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday! We said happy birthday earlier, but happy birthday again.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. Yeah.
Mhm.
You were talking about birthdays when I came on. So
we were both
I-
in your
I had mistakenly gone to. Well, Paco would call me. I've got a new microphone and a new,
Delio.
a new interface, audio interface.
Well,
and-
keep it because it's working great.
Well, yeah, I went ahead and got this is actually a dynamic mic instead of like my USB. So
Corduroy.
Right. Well, it's directional. It's gonna. I mean, you know, you're not gonna. It's dynamic. Yeah, you can change it. Yeah. Yeah.
we were having,
Your setup's good. You sound good.
well, thank
Yeah.
you. Yeah, we were having some problems with getting all of this set up. And when I went to join your show, I just typed in Restream. I forgot. So I was sitting over there on Arch channel going, all right, where the hell's he at? You know, I see that and then all of a sudden I thought, oh shit, you dumbass, you're on Arch channel. But the other problem I kept having is every time I'd log into it, instead of it picking up my my Insta360 PTZ camera, it was getting my camera off of my computer. So we figured out how to set that all up. So we got it fixed now. But we were trying to talk to each other, and I had the sound.
What are you using, Windows or Apple?
I'm using Windows.
Yeah, Windows. You got to make that your. You got to.
Yeah, that's what.
Your
Yeah,
default.
we went in and made that the primary for.
Yeah, your default in Windows.
Hey, we
well,
got
we had to do it
Margie.
in Chrome too.
Margie.
You can do that in there too, but if it's a primary, if it's a default Windows, and you don't
Yeah.
have to select it in this shit, it'll just automatically take
All
whatever your
right.
default is.
Right.
But problems I've had is all of a sudden there'll be
Happy
more than
working.
one inference of the same device.
Yeah.
With a number 2 next to it or something, or number
Yeah,
1 next
yeah.
to it. And I've had to switch back. That's with the other shit, the stuff you're using now. I've had to. They both work, but whatever I used the last time's not going to work this time. I have to go in and switch it to the other one every time I come.
Right. Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing. They both work, but
Well, that's why this
not
time
today.
what I did is I went to the settings and privacy and security in Google Chrome, the 3 dots, and set it up that way. And this time when I came into, I didn't have to pick the camera; it
Jim.
automatically.
Good night, Jim.
Margie's here. Say hi to Margie, Lloyd. Say
Hello,
hi to
Margie.
Hey,
Hey,
Margie.
Hi.
She says meow meow.
Meow meow. Yeah.
Meow.
Meow meow. Yeah, who used to say meow meow?
Windows sucks. Sorry,
Mike.
Yeah,
Beasley,
Drone
he was
Ranger.
Drone Ranger.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, passed away a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I thought it was Felix the cat.
Warren.
Hey, Warren.
That's quite comprehensive. So they've given a nice selection in their release, Lon.
What's that?
Huh?
Huh? I'm responding to what you wrote in the chat.
Oh,
The Freewell.
yeah, they have quite a few packs.
You said quite comprehensive. So
The
yeah.
filter set up for the Mini 5 Pros. Oh, cool.
How's the
Yeah.
breakdown on them look?
It was like 150 for the big pack. So they have a lot of like 49, 69 packs too,
Yeah,
as
like
well. Depending on how
daytime
far
pack,
you want to.
nighttime pack.
Yeah,
Whatever.
exactly.
Mhm.
So, yeah, if you got a Mini 5 Pro, you're getting one. You might want to look at it. They're on pre-sale right now. I don't know what the exact release date's going to be yet.
Well, you get 3 filters with it when you buy the Flymore. But
Yeah,
they're
but
like-
it's missing a couple, according to the guys that cry,
yeah,
or the little cry babies.
Guys that cry.
Oh yeah, the little
On this
PMSers.
On this episode of Uncle Bill's,
is
Yeah,
it
guys that cry. Yeah.
guys that cry.
832 and 128 or something?
No
Yeah,
60
something
no
like
60
that.
No 64.
No,
Yeah, that's one of the wines. No 16. It's one of the wines, I think.
yeah.
16, 8, 16, 64. That's all I ever used. That's all I've ever used. But 64 quite a bit because it's fucking bright down here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just at least it seems like it is to me.
Mhm.
According to my doctor, it is. They said wear sunglasses as you get older. You know, they said, am I getting cataracts? She said, you live in Florida. I said, yeah, you're gonna get cataracts. It's like a given.
Yeah.
You have to have your lenses ripped out sooner or later.
You got all that water around you too,
It's-
reflecting that.
Yeah, but
Could postpone it with good sunglasses. So
yeah, I wore photo gray lenses and all that. I still had to. We don't have like you guys do down there. I still had to have cataract surgery. So
yeah, no, if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You know.
Should have got a Rinkin.
What?
A Rinkin instead of cataract.
oh god,
Bill got it. Hey.
Immediately. It's like an 8-year-old joke. I've used that Rinkin. I prefer Rinkin.
Try the veal. I'll be here all week.
oh thanks for the warning.
Sure, we get an Asian person in the chat, and then you start doing that.
Yeah, we do. That's Margie.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, all the way
Right,
from
we've-
Taiwan.
We've met. Yeah, we've met Margie. She's been in here many times.
Yep. Neat lady.
Not
Hmm.
recently. Welcome back.
Yep. It's been a while. Yeah. I miss her. What was that? That mechanical alligator. She'd have it eat stuff. You
Yeah.
know, she'd press the teeth and yeah. She had a dog, and then there was an alligator one. Yeah.
Good line having this
Yeah.
really nice, this really informative and interesting drone related conversation in the chat.
Mhm.
You guys don't want to hear it.
Who said you don't want
I
to hear
tried
it?
to bring it up. I tried to bring it up. You guys want to talk about pudding, so I'll let you talk about pudding, and I'll just type it in. That's cool.
We're here for
Yeah,
I'm
three
not mad at
hours.
you.
Did you
Let's
give
cover
up
that
that
pudding.
easy? We sit here for two,
Yeah.
2.5, 3 hours just because we didn't talk about it that very second. I just wanted to say
No,
that
it's
might be
okay.
a good idea for a little, you know, how we ramble on foods or whatever,
Yeah.
or
Mhm.
female actresses, hot
Yeah.
female, and we'll just start naming. You know, we get into that spiral. Well, maybe
Cool.
someday desserts or foods or treats when we were kids that you don't see anymore. I just thought
Yeah.
that would be interesting. But I'm
Mhm.
very
It
interested in what you're
is.
talking about, to tell you the truth. You know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
really am. If I
Go
was
ahead.
going to buy a drone, it would probably be that drone. You know?
Yeah, but no one here is going to get the Mini 5 Pro anyway. In fact, probably no one in your chat's going to have the Mini 5 Pro.
Lance,
All right.
Hey,
You know, but it's worth
yeah.
getting the information out, I think. You know, just in case they're interested. Ray
Hey,
Kelly
everybody.
might get the Mini 5 Pro, actually. Nah, I don't know why Ray Kelly would get the Mini 5 Pro.
There's no way to get it in this country.
No, there is. I don't know why he would get it. He has the easiest route to get it because he can just drive to Camera Eyes. Camera Eyes won't ship it, but Camera Eyes will hand it to you if you go into the store.
I
And he
think,
doesn't
that,
live that far from them, so he could just dance in there and grab it real quick if he wanted.
I think that's how Lance got his. He just drove wood into Canada from Seattle.
That's what I would
You know,
do if I
I'll
wanted one.
call up Beauchard, tell him to grab me when I drive it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
You
give him
could
some
ship
gas.
it.
I'll give him
Hey,
gas.
we got Fly Guy, Merrill. Hey,
Merrill.
I know, line. I was
Hey,
kidding.
Merrill.
hey,
Yeah, you
Merrill.
were joking. Okay, I'm sorry.
That were a joke. Hey, it's an excuse. Come on down. Bring it down to the meetup.
Yeah, there you
Jim,
go.
we'd love to see you at the
Send him
meetup.
like $2,000 and he get paid for his trip too.
Mhm. See, Merrill got his. Yeah. A few hours.
There you go.
Mhm.
Cool.
Cool.
I didn't say I was.
Well, there you go.
I didn't say I was getting one, but if I was going to get one, that would be the one I'd be the most. I would be interested in. I got a Mini 2. It's handy having a small
Mhm.
version. You know that I
Mhm.
don't know. I occasionally still use it. You know,
Yep.
especially if I'm not sure I'm going to fly. Well, I don't want to leave the big drone in the car all day. I'll bring the
Just
Mini
got it a
drone.
few hours ago. Okay, cool.
Oh wow,
Cool.
good for you.
Yeah.
Charging it up? Did you power it up?
I think
Playing
John
with it.
got it, and Michael Wright's got it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Does he?
No. Has got it.
Oh, I got an idea. See, I can have Ray pick up one for himself and for me. And when he comes down in November,
There you go.
there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah. Mhm.
No
Yeah.
shipping.
And don't forget to leave a super chat for Billy, Uncle Bill. Yeah, those would be nice. And Bill will give you a hearty shout out, and you'll have the
Hey,
cash
don't make
register.
promises that my ass has to keep. I have to
Yeah.
notice. And by the way, you don't need to beg for me. It's okay.
Oh,
Speaking of which, how
see.
is your GoFundMe going to
For
pay
your
for
life
your,
saving
pay for your
colonoscopy.
butt sex? I'm sorry.
It's up to 767, somewhere around there. Yeah, we're almost to our goal.
The
Yeah.
goal's 1,000, but you only owe 8 something. I thought.
Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta have that cushion,
Yeah.
just in case they
What to sit
they say,
on now that
"Oh,
they.
we forgot to add the anesthesia.
He needs to.
Sorry, that's another couple $100." Yeah, there you go.
He needs. No, you want to literally buy a cushion to sit on after they've been up your butt. I understand that.
Yeah,
It's not
mhm,
it's not unreasonable. You buy a good. Make sure you buy a good one.
yeah,
Yeah. Get that natural latex.
yeah. And that's,
Yeah. No, do some research. That's what they say. Ugh.
What's the difference between natural latex and
I don't know.
unnatural latex?
Yeah.
I knew when I researched it 2 years ago. I cannot remember,
And
but
you definitely do
the
not want to
argument
be sitting on unnatural
here's
latex.
Yeah.
arguments pro and
Down to-
con everything.
Lon's got something.
Memory foam, this, that, and the other. But I liked what they said, so I picked that one. Yes, sir.
Natural latex is probably made with natural rubber from the tree,
I'd imagine. Yeah,
and synthetic latex is probably 100%. Synthetic.
chemicals.
Yeah.
yeah.
Oil.
So,
But there's some advantage to it besides it being environmentally friendly, if even if it is.
It probably
Um,
breathes.
It's
It
supposed
lifts
to,
and
I don't know if
separates.
it holds up longer or better or whatever the argument was. It was enough that I thought, okay, if it's not stupid expensive, I'll get that.
Mhm.
And I checked it out, and lo and behold, it's not stupid expensive. It's a little bit more, but
Yeah.
it's not. You know what I mean? It's not be like, wow, this better be some upgrade. That's
Yeah.
not what it was. You know what I mean? It was, and
Right.
they do last longer. Because I'm a heavy guy and I crush the shit out of these things, and they come back for a couple of years, which is pretty good, I think.
They probably hold up well to UV light.
And
They don't break down.
and methane apparently.
Yeah, that too.
There's an interesting thing. Cushions. Hey, you know what? Cushions are actually an important topic for people who spend time on the internet.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Cushions touch all of us in the same way.
So many. Yeah.
Just saying.
Mhm.
Uh, do you use a cushion, Artie? I bet you do. You use a foam
Yeah,
ball.
I've got a came with the chair. Yeah.
Huh?
We got this from work. 6 spots for this chair.
Oh, do the brakes
Yeah.
work? Are they trying to tell you something? Yeah, take that one. $6. Go ahead.
No, well, they had an auction. They were selling off, used office equipment, tables and chairs,
Cool.
even some tools. They were selling some tools and tool racks.
But that
And
chair, what you're saying is the cushion you're sitting on is the one that is part of the chair?
yes,
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh. So you're not a cushion guy.
only in
Lon,
my
you-
car for driving.
Well, that's so you can
Just
see over the dashboard.
Just so I can, see over the
I mean,
steering wheel and the dashboard.
And Lon was absolutely right between the two differences of latex.
Hmm.
Natural
Well, it
latex
makes
is made
sense.
from the sap of the rubber tree, and the synthetic is made from a petroleum-based engineered product.
Oil.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what it said, petroleum-based.
Yeah. Mhm.
and natural latex is supposedly less reactive to the skin, but I
It's
don't know.
hyperallergenic.
You're less likely.
breathable,
You're
yeah.
less likely to be allergic to it. Apparently.
Well, I can see that. Some people don't do well with petroleum products.
No. Mhm.
I mean, it's hard to believe because being a guy and,
Yeah.
Yeah. having had mouthfuls of it, siphoning gas out of something,
Yeah.
having it
Yeah.
catch up on you faster than you expected.
Yeah.
Well, you mother.
Yeah,
Tastes
it's like no matter what you do, that taste just lingers for hours.
If you're paying
Yeah.
attention, you could feel the wind start coming to her if the hose
Yeah.
is long enough. Sometimes the hose isn't long enough. That's what she said. Go ahead, Artie. Say it.
Not
Say
to
it.
you.
Not to you.
It-
Oh, thank you. I guess you kind of turned it around.
Nice way to steal my material there. I guess he just continued on with the white supremacy. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's
he
how
used
it
it,
would, I
he
feel like
used
Elvis. You must be like Elvis.
but he used it in reverse. He actually complimented me by using it backwards because I was insulting myself, by saying, and then
Yeah.
she said not to you, which was like, oh well, thanks.
Yeah.
Well, anyway,
Yeah.
I'm colonist.
Builds into that
let's analyze our conversation.
self-deprecating humor.
Yeah, Art's the plagiarist comic.
That's just always riveting conversation when you're editing and live your own conversation.
If you ever decide to go back on
Analyzing
the
it,
stage again, Art, you can
Huh?
start. That's a new name for yourself, the plagiarist comic.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh.
That'll
Instead
make
of the
me
bad boy of
popular.
comedy, now you're the plagiarist.
Yeah.
You're the plagiarist comic.
You
Yeah.
know what you do? It's a twist because that's just bullshit to pull him in. What is he gonna do? This is it, and then you get there, and all your jokes are about the plague.
Yeah, there you go.
Plagiarist. Yeah.
Plagiarist.
Plagiarist. Yeah.
Plagiarists. Yeah, okay.
Draw him in. You know, just like what do you call him on the internet with this stupid
The hook.
Clickbait.
They
Yeah.
clickbait.
Clickbait.
Clickbait them into the They
Mhm.
watch it once and realize you suck. You suck, but you know you get your money for that one big million hit.
Mhm.
You know, move on. A lot of people do that though. They know they do stuff that's absolutely idiotic. Probably going to
Yeah.
get them shut
Well, that
down.
was a depressing show.
You know, huh?
Well, it's just dumb anyway because the clickbait thing. I watched one today, and this is not politics. Just because it involves Trump is not politics.
Right.
It had a caption that said Trump hit a hole in one, and it was a two. You know, he got it close on the green, and then he put it in the second stroke. It was a
Right.
two-stroker, which is still good. Don't get me wrong; it's still good,
No,
right?
yeah. Yeah. it's
But
perfect.
the captain like Trump hits hole in one, and then he literally gets up there, hits it, and then and then puts it in, and it's like, why?
'cause he's-
Why would you even do that? It's just stupid.
I know, right?
Well, they're trying to insult the president. You know that he would just lie and say he got a hole in one. I mean, that's what that means.
Well, it's just clickbait.
Oh, that's Trump got a
it might be
par.
clickbait, but it's also a shot at him.
It wasn't
Yeah,
par
yeah.
actually. I think it's a 3. So he got a
the
birdie.
Eagle?
Got a
Then he
birdie
tried to
out of
say it
the
was an
lead.
eagle. No, it's a birdie. One stroke under is a birdie, and 2 strokes is an eagle.
Eagle.
So if it was a 4-stroker, it would be an eagle if you got it up to. But I believe it's probably a 3-stroke because it wasn't that long of a hole. Like
Right.
Right.
Yeah. It's probably.
70 or something like that.
Hey, he's
probably
79 years
par.
old. The fucker can golf. That's what.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They
Sure,
take that away
sure.
from him. They said he
No.
covered 340 yards on that thing he was at just recently.
Handicap
79. Pretty
3.
good.
He plays
I
off.
guess he's golfed a couple of times here and there.
Yeah.
What was that, Mark?
He plays off 3.
Yeah, so play was off 3. Okay.
That's his
Okay.
handicap.
That's
3?
his handicap.
Yeah,
3.
handicap. Yeah.
Yeah.
3.
That's a really good fucking
A
golfer.
damn good handicap. Yeah.
That's pretty good for an 80-year-old man, too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
And on that video, he was playing with Bryson DeChambeau, and it was on Bryson's stream.
There you go. I like golfing so much, I've got club feet.
I went one time and embarrassed myself and never went again. I drove balls a couple of times. I'm not talking about that. I mean, actually going on a 9. It was just a municipal 9-hole golf course, you know.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I had one good swing the entire day. Everything was such shit. It was so embarrassing. In the trees, in the hello. I had
Yeah.
one with I think it was a wedge, and it was like a nice 110 yard chip foot. It was a chip shot. Got it up on the green by the peg. You know, and all day. That was the only thing that did what it was supposed to do. Everything else was, but I had to cling to that one moment.
Yeah.
'Cause
Last time I played golf, I shot a 90. So
yeah, no, I hated it.
of course
Because
that was only on a 9-hole course too. But
I knew you were going there.
yeah.
it's just like anything else, though. You're probably not going to like it as much at first when other people are laughing at you while you're doing it. But you guys, if you really, hey, people laugh.
Well, at the moment, Trump.
People get irritated too
We
because you're
have
holding up
everybody-
holes. You're taking too
you
many
know,
swings. It's like anything
Very
else.
funny.
You play it enough, and you might end up liking it, even if you only get mediocre at it. You know what I mean? If you can at least get mediocre at it, it's a nice afternoon out and a little exercise. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Judy.
No,
Judy
I
and
don't
I-
think
You
that's
don't have to
right.
become a champ. I'm sorry,
Judy
what?
and I, the boys, went out golfing, and of course, we both rented golf carts. Mine was a total waste because Judy only hit about 10 foot. We'd have to walk up the ball 10 more foot. We walked the whole damn 9.
Yeah, but she was building up forearms and shit.
Oh,
that's-
yeah.
Mhm.
She did. Now,
Started
I
beating
will
you in arm
say-
wrestling.
she did shoot a turkey.
Did she?
Oh,
Yeah. She hit the damn thing right in the head as it's coming across. Just nailed the shit out of it. It
I was going to say golf, a turkey.
Hey, we got dinner. Hey,
Yeah.
there we go.
They got there's a thing as a turkey in bowling, but I
I know.
I haven't heard in golf too much.
Yeah.
Lon, you don't have to raise your
Sunstar.
fucking hand to talk, please.
I've not heard
I don't want to cut anybody off.
Oh, my
okay,
God, here we go.
Sam, screw off, dude. There's par, which is the expected number of hits on a hole. Birdie is 1 stroke under par.
Right.
Eagle is 2 strokes under par.
Right.
Albatross or double eagle is 3 strokes under par. And a
Okay.
hole in one is an ace.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
a hole in one
there
is an
you go.
ace. An albatross is a double eagle. An eagle is 2 strokes under par.
Right. 2 strokes under par.
Period. If it's a five stroke hole,
If
and
people
you
don't
do it in
remember that,
3,
it's
that's an eagle.
If people don't remember that, it's because it very rarely happens. You know, it's not something that's even on tour, watching
Professional
PGA
play.
tours. It's not happening like 3 under par.
Oh, hole in one, no.
Oh no, yeah. Have you seen a
Or
hole
even
in
an
one?
albatross is
I've
kind
seen
of
a
rare.
hole in one like 3 times in my whole life.
Yeah,
I've had a hole in one.
I haven't
Billy,
watched
you
enough,
guys
I haven't
super
watched
chat.
enough golf to. I had it. If I've seen them, but it was recorded. You know what I mean. I've never.
Well, it was on TV. I wasn't there.
No. But
You
you
know, I
watched
saw it on
You
TV.
saw it happen while you're watching golf. That's all I'm saying. Yeah,
Super chat.
yeah.
We
It's not like
got
home
a
runs in fucking baseball. You know, you know what I mean. We're here. You know, you might not see any, but you could very likely see 7 or 8. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I've had a hole in one on a par 3.
Sunstar, why'd you?
Did you?
It was on
Don't beg for money. Look at you
Par 4.
now.
Yeah.
She's not gonna be able to
Yeah,
feed
well,
her cats. She's not gonna be able to feed her cats for a week.
Holding one
Look
on
at
a
you.
par.
Here, I'm gonna do this for her. Thank you.
cash. Yeah,
Thank you, Brenda.
yeah. Woo!
It's very nice.
Let's keep that train
How long a
going.
hole was it? How long a hole was it,
You don't have
Mark?
to do that. I appreciate it.
Mine, it was 148 yards. Up there.
148? That's a short hole.
That's
Yeah.
like par 3, par 4.
Was that putt?
3. That's the one I got. That's the one I got a hole in one on.
Yeah.
The par 4 that the guy behind us hit while we were on the green was 330 odd downhill.
That's
Oh.
330. That's what, probably a par
It's-
4, par
Par 4, but
par
he rolled,
4. Yeah.
rolled across and he actually went in the
I
hole.
don't play golf, so I don't know any of this shit. I'm just saying the names that come up.
Even that could be a 3, depending on how it's laid out.
Yeah, on how it's laid
that
out. Yeah.
more than likely have a bend. You know, a
Yeah,
dog
dog
leg.
leg.
Yeah.
No,
dog leg.
The limit for a par 3 is 250.
Okay, if
Okay.
you say so, Britt, because you guys are
He's
closer
probably
to
right.
the one. Well, he probably is because Scotland's right around the corner.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
they-
Scotland,
you know,
yeah.
that
yeah.
information
Yeah.
is ingrained in their culture.
That, that my best round of golf was a 76.
Yeah.
Mm.
Wow.
Gross. It was
18 holes.
6 over par. Yeah.
Yeah, look at you.
It's like hockey in Canada. You're playing golf in England.
Yeah, I've been playing golf since the early 80s.
Okay. You're right, Mark. About 260. I thought it was 260. You said 240. Close enough.
Not
Yeah.
too.
What's
You
that?
said
It
250?
depends.
Close enough. Close enough.
Here's something else. You guys use yards on your instead of meters on your damn golf course. Why is that?
Yeah.
No,
They invented them.
we still use imperial. Europe uses metric.
Yeah, and,
Right.
and why do you still call it Scotland Yard? Shouldn't it be Scotland like square or Scotland
Yeah. Scotland meter.
meter?
Yeah.
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 Scotland
Meter.
kilometer.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Shit, you guys just can't let it go.
No.
Then you rub our faces in it because we hardly use it. Actually, we use both
We do.
because
Yeah.
we can handle that.
We do now.
I gotta have 2 sets of tools because it is so.
The younger ones tend to use metric now.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're starting to teach it in school more in England.
Yeah.
They were one of the last holdouts behind us. It's like us, England, and what's the other country? There's like one or two other countries that absolutely refuse to use metric, and I can't remember what they are.
Yeah,
There-
the
there's-
other ones.
There's some interesting story behind metric in this country because that it was tried. I believe the story is it was tried a long fucking time ago, and it was
Oh,
just
yeah.
basically rejected. You know what I mean? And it was just a huge ordeal to even introduce it, which I imagine would because it's going to cost industry a ton of money. It's going to cost
Oh,
everybody a ton of money. Just me as a consumer, I got to buy a second set of tools. I just brought that up a minute ago.
Yeah.
Can't even think
Yep.
about having a motorcycle or any car, even
Oh,
American cars. And you better have a 10 millimeter.
yeah.
You might have one of mine.
Liberia. That was the other one. Liberia and Myanmar or Myanmar or some goofy ass 5-person country.
Myanmar.
Myanmar. That's
Yeah,
Burma.
Myanmar.
No,
Used
the
to be on
Mayans were
Burma.
down in Mexico.
No, he said Myanmar. Art.
Malamar.
Myanmar.
They're
Yeah,
delicious.
Melamar, yeah.
Malamars, yeah.
Myanmar.
Close
whatever.
enough.
No, Myanmar was Burma.
Mhm. And
Yeah, Liberia is the one I was thinking of. I couldn't think of it. I knew it started with an L, but I couldn't put it together.
uh,
The history of Liberia is interesting, actually.
It is an
Yeah.
interesting, yeah.
Yeah, Liberia's like Spanish Africa.
started after the Civil War.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the slaves went back.
Yeah,
Well.
they actually formed that country with the help
Yeah,
of the
that
United,
purpose,
with the help of the
yes.
United States, actually.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what's the capital of Liberia?
Monrovia.
Monrovia,
That's right.
after President
Named
Monroe.
after Monroe.
President Monroe,
They
yeah.
actually,
that's
they actually
kinda-
paid. If slaves wanted to go back, they actually were able to go back for free
Right.
Mhm.
and live in Liberia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that's why a lot of them, like their president's like name is George Smith or John Jones.
Yeah.
And enough of them went. It's still in existence today. That was a while.
Yes.
That was a couple minutes ago.
Yeah. They're
Still there. They
Wow.
still exist.
Yep.
So that experiment is pretty good so far.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, I was reading an article, a story today, and I don't know if it's true or not. And I think a lot of people here could probably, because you guys are more history buffs than I am in a lot of ways, that was Lincoln's plan. They were
was.
going to free the slaves, and then they were going to send them back to Africa. That was the whole plan.
Well,
That was-
I
and
don't
then
think
I
they're
don't-
ever going to try to force send them back because anybody would understand that would be impossible. You
Well,
would just be spending the next 200 years chasing them down all through the West and everywhere. It would just never happen. So it was voluntary, that's all. They just made it voluntary. A lot of them moved out of the South. They came up north. They weren't well treated here either.
Yeah, no, I think they were going to send them back. I don't think it was. I'm not sure if it was voluntary because Lincoln. It's a little known point that Lincoln wasn't a huge fan of black people. He just didn't believe in slavery. He thought it was immoral. But it wasn't like he
care,
loved
dude.
black people.
Oh, I don't care.
You know what I mean?
He also
I
wasn't a
don't
fan
care
of
about that.
vampires,
You know what I
too.
care about?
Yeah.
They did
Yeah.
the right thing. That's what I care about. And
Yeah,
he died-
Well,
and he
yeah.
fucking
But I
died
didn't say he
for it.
did. He didn't do it because he loved black people. He did it because he thought it was immoral.
He thought, yeah,
You
he did the right thing.
Yeah, and he wanted to send them all back to Africa. Is the
Oh, maybe. Well,
the story I
don't
was
know.
reading?
People
That
can
was his
say
plan.
The guy's dead. He can't defend himself.
No,
That
there
was
were
the
papers
plan.
and
I don't
stuff.
know. I don't know who wrote that. Who wrote that? Who said that?
Well, the
Yeah.
thing is, though, is
Well,
I've
It was
heard the
right
same
in
thing.
Wikipedia.
We weren't there.
Am I
We don't
wrong,
know.
Lloyd? That's a prevailing story. It's not. I didn't just
That's
make
what
it
I've
up.
heard
It's a
for
prevailing
years.
I
story.
didn't say you made
Yeah.
it up. I don't doubt that story's out there. There's a lot of stories out there.
Yeah. Whoa.
That doesn't mean that they have any even tiny bit of fact. Some of them are started by fucking movies. People watch a movie depicting the life of some of these people, and they think that that's the truth, and then it becomes
Yeah.
urban myth and legend.
That's true, but I mean, the whole Civil War thing, it's like a lot of people like to depict it like all the Confederates were pro-slavery and all the Union officers love black people or something. That's ridiculous.
Well,
That's
nobody's
not the
ever
case.
ever said that. They don't even do that in the movies. In the movies, they show them as racist as well. The North is racist.
Modern
as well.
movies, especially,
It's-
they do.
well,
You're right about that.
Al, you know what? If the guy was shooting a gun and he was standing next to you, it probably wasn't oh, fuck you, nigger, at that moment in time. They were armed, and they were helping keep you alive.
God,
So I
where's
don't know how
Jonathan
much.
Jackson?
I don't know how much of that is, you know. Plus, they're armed. Let's repeat that part. You know.
Mhm.
Oh, I get that. I get that. They weren't exactly popular in World War II, as far as that goes. you know, but
Anyway,
at any rate, I just thought it
anyway,
was interesting. I just thought it was interesting. That's
but the
all.
greatest pressure behind this was the movement, which was
Abolitionist.
which was a Christian movement,
Mhm.
and which
It's
supported
immoral. Slavery is immoral. Period.
right, right.
Yeah.
But it took a long
No
time.
matter who
I mean,
does it, it's
they
immoral.
outlawed it up in the north ahead of that, and the south saw it coming. And economically is why they wanted to do it. That's the excuse. That's the reason. You know, but
Mhm.
whatever, they survived, didn't they? After the South is here, we don't own anybody. How'd that
Mhm.
happen?
Yep.
Which is awesome. I prefer it that way personally.
Yeah,
I
sure.
don't know though. We could go like Gore. You ever read the books Gore, the Gore books, where women are all enslaved and whatever?
God, that's
Just
familiar.
kidding.
I think I know of it, but I'm not sure that I ever actually read it. That
Yeah,
was a big
yeah.
sci-fi
Yeah,
book
series. There was a whole series of
series
books.
of them. Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
Geo.
yeah.
Yeah,
They were. I remember it was
Yeah,
popular, but I don't think I
yeah.
read it.
yes, I've got
Yeah.
them upstairs.
You've got them?
You
Yeah,
did?
Wow. I had them all, and I got rid of all my books. I got tired of moving them around when I had to move. You know,
Yep.
Gore.
yeah. Got tired of packing them.
Yeah.
It's a
So
really
what
good
is
book series, right, Mark? I mean, it was good. Very detailed. Very
yeah.
detailed. Very. He built a world familiar to Tarzan, let's say. Or wait a minute, was it written by? No, who was it written by? Mark, I can't remember.
God. Oh, you're
Not
awesome.
Edgar Rice Burroughs, of course, but I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
was just thinking about that.
No,
Yeah,
no, no,
that
no.
was Tarzan.
It's a
Yeah.
name that's
Edgar Rice Burroughs wrote the Martian one.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right, Bradbury.
but he wrote
Yeah,
Edgar,
Martian
Edgar Rice
Crime.
Burroughs.
Edgar Rice Burroughs wrote the John Carter series of the Martian
Mhm.
Chronicle.
right. John
John
Carter.
Carter. John Carter, yeah, and
Okay.
Tarzan, of course.
To answer Lon's earlier question, yes, Lincoln had in 1862 had planned on sending the emancipated blacks of one of two places. He wanted to colonize, and he wanted to send them either back to West Africa or to Central America, or around the Panama area.
Ah,
But
Yup.
because
and,
because of
hey, Mike.
the ability of being, like Bill says, being able to track them all down, he realized it wasn't a feasible plan. So he was actually going to call the colony Lincolnia. Little egotistical.
Stop
Lincolnia.
it,
Lincolnia.
Lincolnia.
No,
I hadn't
little.
heard that.
Yeah.
I heard
And
that.
I read it on three different, including the History Channel's website.
And you know what? I can understand that whether he likes them or not. I think he felt they were unsafe. I mean, they were getting lynched
Yeah,
in New York. He's like maybe he just thought separation
so,
for a while would be a good idea.
but
Because
because of the political
people were
fallout,
getting killed left and right in New York, both
yeah,
sides. You know,
and he decided that emancipation was the way
but
to go.
mostly
So
blacks.
that's why he, and that's why emancipation didn't come around until like what 1864.
Yeah.
Yup.
So
Yup.
his earliest plans in 1862 was to actually colonize either Central America or off the shores, like in the West Indies, uh, or to West Africa. So,
I heard
which
about
is,
West Africa.
I think West Africa, isn't that where Liberia is at
Yep.
in general? I
Mhm.
think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. So because that was actually started in the 1820s to deal with when they were trying to, in the 1820s, they were trying to eliminate the slavery problem here. The thing
Huh.
is, it's the same thing. Uh, there were so many slaves. It's just like what happened with Egypt and the Israelites. There became so many of them there living there that they ended up enslaving them, and finally they they kicked them out. They once all that happened, but
Here's the thing. I think the idea was to calm the country down,
yeah,
because and the thing that was causing that could cause more problems would be the the southern dicks. Once the North can't stay down there forever, and once they pull out, them pulling the same shenanigan, shit behind the scenes, and calling it something else. You could force them to work for you, pay them a little something, and feed them and house them, and
Sharecropping.
call it their salary. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's really they're back right where they were. But
Yeah.
technically they could leave, but if you did, you'd probably never find the guy again. And and maybe just the idea that you're gonna have to enforce this all through the South, and that element was still there. I don't know. I think it's ridiculously
Well, and that's what led to
a terrible
sharecroppers.
plan. I'm not, by the way, I'm no proponent of it whatsoever. But I'm
This is
thinking
a good one,
all the
Scott.
things they got to consider. There was probably a couple. There was over 1 million black people in the South after.
Yeah.
Weren't there over 1 million slaves? I
I
don't know.
think it was
It's a
3
pretty high
million.
number.
3?
3
3
Yeah.
million.
million? I don't know. It's a high freaking
I
number.
think it feels like it was
Yeah.
3. I
Yeah,
can't remember.
you're
That's
right.
And who knows what they were
right,
thinking
but there was
as far as
indentured servitude, and there was the sharecropping, indentured servitude. Plus, the factories would indebt you here in the North by having you live in factory housing, buy from the factory store. People would work
Yeah.
for a factory for 20 years and
Yeah.
still owe them money when they died.
oh,
You know what I mean? So that's just another form of slavery.
That's
Well,
That's
it's just
another
like
form of
that.
slavery.
That's what that song's about.
Like
Load
Pottersville.
15 tons, and what do you
Another
get? Another
another
day
day older.
older and deeper in debt. St.
Yeah, yeah.
Peter got you
Yeah.
hammered because I can't go. I owe
I
my
owe my
soul
soul
to the
to the
company
company
store. I mean, they worked so
Exactly.
many long hours, and everything they needed was there. So it was like they were taking the same money they were giving them, and they're giving it back to them, and they're getting it back and making a profit on it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And that's where you got your
My
goods from.
grandfather was an indentured servant.
But then they would.
Mm.
That's how you become indentured. I mean, they let you run a tab and don't pay enough.
He was
Well, no, if you ran a debt and you couldn't pay it, you're exactly right. If you
Well-
bought something on credit and you couldn't pay it back,
Well, they used to
then
feed
you
their
had to.
families.
You're an indentured servant.
They used to feed their families out of these stores. They actually had company stores where they had groceries, everything you needed, and the ridiculously long hours these guys worked. They
right.
would take advantage of that. You know what I mean? And it was that was the scam. And then they get paid, and then the company get a whole shit ton of their money back. Now, granted,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
goods cost them something, but it's still a nice chunk of percentage profit. They weren't selling it to them cheap. It was convenience store, like convenience store prices nowadays.
Yeah.
These guys don't
There's
know any
yeah.
better. Half of them didn't even have jobs for the previous 3 years. What
Right.
shit's supposed to cost and everything. Yeah.
Right.
Wow. What a great time. To
No,
live.
like the Irish and the Chinese that came to this country.
Oh yeah.
They were all but they were one step away from slavery. You know, they were slavery and everything but name. They were slaves and everything but name. They couldn't leave. They were
Well-
Yeah, but you know what
forced
they did?
to work.
You know what they did eventually? Created businesses, thrived, grew, took jobs like working for the jobs that nobody else wanted to do, like the Irish and the Italians became cops.
Yeah.
Because New York was a scary place to be a cop back then with the gangs,
Yeah.
and everything was going on. And you're a traitor too, by the way, if you're from the West Side and you're Irish. And it was like a war. The cops back then, that whole thing is interesting if you like history, where they they carried themselves as like a gang, like thugs, as much as the thugs were thugs. Only they had the badge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was like that a long time. But it's interesting, The cop
Yeah,
thugs
my-
won, eventually.
My grandfather
Who
wanted
hasn't seen Young Guns?
his own land.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say my grandfather wanted his own farmland in Missouri so he could marry who would become my grandmother, and so he went into debt with his future father-in-law, worked for him, and was listed on the rolls as an indentured servant. On the tax rolls and stuff. So yeah, he worked for him for 10 years before he finally had his own land. But but that's how he paid for it.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, slavery was almost an improvement over indentured servitude because there weren't any laws that protected indentured servants. There wasn't any loss to the owner of indentured servant keeled over. Oh well, you get another indentured servant. When you had a slave die or get injured, that was money out of your pocket. You spent X amount of dollars for that slave. You know what I mean? It's like a horse, or I'm just being honest. It's like buying a horse. You
No,
know,
they were.
you
They
know,
were
you
pro-
took really good. You took
they were
care of that
property.
horse.
They were property.
Yeah, you took
Yeah.
care of it. You
They-
took care of your
They were-
property.
Right.
Yeah.
Considered property.
But indentured
Well,
servants, you had nothing. They oh well, you know, people didn't eat. Oh well, that's your problem.
Well, and that's what a lot of people did with their kids. If they had too many families, they just put them into not indentured servitude, but make them
Child laborers.
when like you become a journeyman, an apprentice.
Oh,
They put them in an
apprentices.
apprenticeship, and that's how they learn that's how they learn something.
I'm pretty sure an apprentice is actually an indentured servant. Pretty sure.
It is, yeah,
Yeah, with no pay.
right. With no pay.
Very little or no pay.
No pay. No.
What do you call that when?
They
What do you call
had
that
to feed you- They had to
nowadays?
feed you and take care of you. That was it. There was
Interns,
if they gave you money.
interns, yeah.
They gave you
It's an
money. We could
intern.
go get them some coffee.
Intern.
Here's some money. Go get me something.
Yeah.
Bring the goose, Tom.
Yeah.
So you know, it's just an interesting thing about history and the
Oh
perception.
yeah.
Heart has insurance.
Art has insurance.
Yes. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
out
it
of
doesn't
pocket.
cover-
It was a
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
It was a very large
Out-
number.
Yeah.
Right.
So Art,
Mhm.
Art wants us to pay it.
Yeah.
So how's Alexis doing? Everybody's asking in the chat, Lloyd.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
have not heard from her this week, so
Okay.
I talked
Oh,
to
at
her.
all?
Yeah, not at all. I think I
Neither
may
have
have talked to her on Monday.
Mhm.
I can't,
That's
last.
this week, buddy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't remember.
It's his week, buddy. You talk to like you're talking to his senile old guy. It's okay, buddy.
Yeah. All right.
Monday was part of this week, buddy.
Yeah, it is. This is Saturday, not Sunday, so you're right.
Oh, fuck. You
Well,
sent me
What's
movie.
today? So yeah, it was
Saturday.
it was last Saturday. Was the last time I talked to her. So it
What's
has been a
today?
week.
Oh, it's been a solid week then. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
been a
She was on
solid
the
week.
show last Saturday, right?
Yeah,
Yes, she was.
and I talked to her before the show, and then she came
Yep.
on, and that was the last time I've talked to her. So I don't know.
Yeah, me too. So I have nothing in Messenger.
I haven't even gotten a text message or anything from her.
I
So.
haven't checked the phone though. I should check.
Well,
Have you guys reached out to her? I'm just asking.
No,
She might
I've,
think
I will
she's getting on
probably
your
do that.
nerves.
No. What? No, when she had
She
somebody
might think
die.
that. I'm not saying she is. I'm saying she might feel that way.
Says she
People
was doing,
feel that way.
Oh no.
Yeah.
She had somebody die. You feel like you got to give people a little distance and let them grieve a little bit. Let them
Yeah.
grieve.
Oh, I agree with that.
That's all
I
I,
agree
I agree with that.
Mhm.
All up in it, expecting reports and like
She-
that.
Yeah, she has not. When I talked to her, like I said last Saturday, it was just odd for her. She was just having problems, getting her mind wrapped around it, and that's what she was
Yeah.
working on trying to do, get her mind wrapped around it. Which,
Mhm.
It's all we can do as long distance friends. You know what I mean? It's not like
Yeah,
she lives
yeah.
next. Be different if
Chris
she was.
Hope.
We consider her a friend, and I've been in her presence, and I've hugged her, and
Mhm.
met her, and she's been in my car. She's a friend of mine.
Mhm.
But
thank you, Chris. Thank you, nephew.
the only thing
All
I
right,
do as a
Chris.
long distance friend is what I think is right, and what I think is to just give her some space, and when she's ready to, talk, she'll talk. I don't want to bug her.
I agree with that.
I'll check in eventually, though.
Yeah.
It's been a week now today, as of today.
Yeah.
But that's right. She's got a lot going on.
But yeah, no, that's why I didn't
I
give
don't
any
know her that
updates.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she's got a lot going on.
Okay, fair.
Bearing the love of her life.
I do know that she
All right.
said the last time she's been doing a lot of Ubering, and she's getting out and making the extra money, and it's not costing her fuel, so she because she's the electric is built into the price of the car, so if somehow or another. But anyway, so she's making profit, but she's
Again,
Hi, Jim.
she's
they let her
doing it
charge,
to get out to talk to people or be around people, which
They
is
don't-
what I told her I had to start doing.
they don't charge her to charge the car up because she's got her house supplied.
Right, that's it. Yeah, something like that.
Wow,
Yeah.
is somebody else live or is something going on? We've got 9 people
What?
in here.
Really?
Oh, wow.
hey, go out and get some.
Billy
pay.
had
Oh,
supercharging
you're up to
included.
12 now.
Billy has
Not a-
supercharging
not a-
included when he bought his Cybertruck.
Not according to this thing.
Yeah.
It says 9.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think see, because I have a separate YouTube window open over there to watch the chat. YouTube may count me as an extra person. I don't know. Maybe not. Shouldn't.
Yeah, yeah.
It really shouldn't. I'm logged in under the same account number name.
Mhm.
You know.
My YouTube open on it.
But yeah, it's showing 9 here in Restream. Yeah. So
Yeah, I
I
can
don't
say
know.
9.
I don't know. It's Mark. Mark pissed everybody off.
Yeah.
Just Mark.
Yeah, I'm tired of looking at the sleepy cat on his chest.
Yeah, just flapping his gums. You know, having a stuffed animal as a pet.
At least a
Thir-
stuffed animal won't
13
sit on the
now.
floor.
You want to come in, Jim? Hi, Chris. It's not my birthday, Chris. It's
Yeah.
it's Lloyd's birthday.
That's who he's talking to.
Oh, he
Yeah,
said
yeah.
happy birthday, Uncle.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what he
says-
calls me. Yeah,
Oh,
it
your
calls
uncle.
Lloyd.
Yeah.
Uncle as
Oh.
well.
I'm Uncle Lloyd.
Lloyd, your
Yeah, every male is
videos-
potentially an uncle.
Every man is called uncle.
Yeah, well, it happened from the very first. I had just gone the first time Chris called me on the phone. I thought it was my nephew I was talking to because they sound identical, and they're both about the same age. And I said, and he said, "Oh, this is Chris." I said, "Oh shit, I thought you was my nephew," which I had just been down to New Mexico to see.
Mhm.
I don't know, a month or so before, and which I hadn't seen him since he was 7, so this is like a whole new thing for me. But yeah, so anyway, so Chris just started calling me uncle after that. And it's stuck ever
okay.
since. So
Yeah, I didn't know what to call my channel when it started up. I think I actually got it off of TJ.
I think it's a good idea.
TJ
yeah, I think Uncle
and
Bill's Toys is good.
Matt. I think they kept calling me Uncle Bill one afternoon. It's probably because I bought their lunch.
Oh,
You know?
Matt and them. Yeah.
Yeah, and which is cool. I had a good time, and they kept calling me Uncle Bill. I was like, I could use that. Why not? I'm old enough. Be people's uncles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Lloyd, your video's
Bill's
up to
Toys.
128 views,
Oh, really? Okay.
Hey.
which
you put
is
up a video?
No, it's not mine. It's Art's video.
yeah, it's Hazel's
Oh.
Hazel video.
Well, I'm glad that you can announce your
I didn't notice you do one for
your site statistics here. How much?
or Dustin Dunhill.
Let's
who?
pro- What?
It was Dustin Dunhill's yesterday.
Dustin Dunhill.
And
Yeah,
Tom
the guy that
Dowling.
flies long distance. That guy.
Yeah. And Tom Dowling.
Tom Dowling, he's only
Yeah,
got
Tom.
10. His got
Yes.
only got 10 views. Yeah.
Well, Tom can only watch it 3-4 times.
It was all Tom, probably.
Yeah, and that's the
Tom,
thing. It's not a
kidding you.
really good count because I think I've watched it 20 times just to see
Yeah.
if I could see how
Yeah.
badly Art's ventriloquism was on
Mhm.
mine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And by the way, the amount of views you get on those shout outs isn't based on the name of the person you're shouting.
Yeah, it's just whatever.
It's based on you.
Yeah.
But Keith Coleman is up over 500, and Herman Green is he's over 900 on his.
Aren't I over 1,200 or something?
He didn't even do.
Yeah.
Well, what
Yours
the fuck
was
am I?
12.
I'm nobody. What the hell? I
Mhm.
got 1,200.
No.
That doesn't mean anything.
Now Mike Wright got 2.3K.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's
Michael
pretty
Wright?
good.
Michael Wright, yeah.
Yeah.
That's-
Cool.
Can't go wrong with right.
No, can't go
Yeah.
wrong with right. Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, you was mentioning Art, we were talking about that Thursday night. Scott Nadeau said you hadn't heard from him in a while.
Yeah.
He actually reached out and wished me a happy birthday today.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So
That's
at least
good.
one of us heard from him. So it's just like,
yeah.
oh,
His birthday is on the 30th.
okay.
Mm-hmm. And he's got
How
a
do you know?
video
How do you know that? Or off the top of your
On
head?
Facebook.
Facebook. Yeah.
He's got
I mean,
a calendar
when he
set up.
brought the name up, you just started searching that on Facebook just now. Is that what you're doing?
No, I have a list when I do my Hazel videos.
I know. He
I
just
have a
threw
list
somebody's
and I
name
do
out
it.
there, and you just knew it just like that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of weird.
He's
You
a
know,
stalker.
what's his? You
He's
know,
a birthday stalker.
what's his address?
Birthday stalker.
That was actually pretty funny. I gotta give him that back. Give him that one.
What color is his
That
house?
was pretty funny.
Happy birthday to you.
What kind of dog does he have?
Yeah, I think I just have
Happy
to.
birthday.
Is he home during? Is he home during the day? Anyway,
Yeah.
that's
I could go deeper, but I'm gonna leave it
that's
there.
enough.
Well, you're down to 18.
That's
Right.
what I said. Yay.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Mm-hmm.
It's the public's right to know. I love that
Yeah,
one.
that's right.
Yeah, where was that right written down? Public has the right to know fucking everything. I don't think they
Yeah.
wrote that anywhere. Honest to God.
I don't believe it's
I don't
written in
believe they did,
any of
no.
our laws. No.
Yeah.
No.
It's got to be one of the.
When you say something, you can't lie.
Well,
But
here in
allegedly, so
this
that's
part
a
of the world
stretch.
now, over in England, they don't give a shit over there.
Yeah.
They don't have
Well,
any rights over there anymore anyway. So
yeah, that's true.
Aw,
Yeah.
that's not fair.
With our case, the public don't really want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe,
Mhm.
Good point.
maybe.
Except when the Germans are coming. Yeah, then they want
Not
to know.
mention the war.
Need to- They didn't manage it. They didn't get here.
Yeah, that's true. But they
No,
bombed the crap out of you in both wars.
that's right. They got some back too.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah,
got some
yeah,
back.
I did.
The second time they got split into two pieces. They got wailed on. That was terrible. What a bad
Mhm.
move. But you know what?
The
Though?
bombing of Berlin was horrific.
They've been a whole
It
country
was
now.
horrific.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. No doubt.
I think more civilians were killed in that bombing than probably Hiroshima.
Yep.
You know,
Probably so. Yeah.
probably
Well,
so.
did you know that Berlin still has flak towers up there in Berlin? They're the
Hiroshima
cement-
saved millions of lives. Let me tell you right now, by the way, those two atomic bombs, if you look into that,
Yep.
you know, they're like 20,000, 60,000, whatever their numbers are. And then other deaths related to it later on, maybe 100,000 people. That severely sucks. But you know what? Their estimates, there would be a minimum 2 million Americans dead if we invaded that
Yeah.
main island. And now that's not counting. And you know, if there was 2 million of us, there'd be 4 or 5 times that of them.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, because that's just the way the numbers were in World War II.
Yeah. And we were
Especially
fighting
at
it.
especially at that point in the war. Our industry, our technology by that point, everything that they did and had become obsolete. So their Air Force was gone, their Navy was done. The most powerful Navy on the planet, really, for a period of time, all gone. And so now they're just fighting to the death.
Yeah.
So, you know, just think how many of them would have died too, because we were bombing the living fuck out of them. You
Oh
know,
yeah. Yeah.
hundreds of times a day they would perk plane. You know,
Yeah.
hundreds of sorties a day.
And all that-
P-29s were bombing the living shit out of them. Incendiary fires.
Closer together as well. Much wider apart. Harder to do that.
And then they had Mustangs eventually when Germany shit the bed, and so they brought Mustangs to Okinawa. Now those B-29s had P-51D support.
Support. Yeah.
Experienced guys from the European theater, by the way.
Right. Right.
Too. Not, you know, just showing up and protecting those big ass birds. Then it was done. That was just got really. They were hard enough to shoot down to begin with. That bomber actually had it had automatic turrets, motor-driven turrets that actually had a camera.
They call them remote control.
Glass. You know, you were kind of sort of remote. It was kind of ahead of its time. It was pretty interesting thing. They weren't that easy to shoot down, but they got shot down. I mean, they're getting hit by 20, 30 millimeter cannon.
Well, we were fighting it. We were fighting wars on two fronts. You know.
Yep.
Yeah, but eventually we weren't. Then those guys they were
eventually
they were SOL at that point.
Yeah.
The Navy already beat them.
Whereas
Here
England
comes
was
the
fighting
Army
Germany.
Air Force and the Army to help out.
Was that the Super Fortress or was that a different one?
Yeah, that was the Super Fortress.
Fortress,
It did
yeah.
what?
Yeah. The B-52 was Strato Fortress.
Strato Fortress.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Was it B-29 the Super Fortress then?
Yep.
Yeah.
What was the B-29?
The Super Fortress.
Super.
Yeah, Super Fortress.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there you have
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, the B-17 was the Fortress.
And the
For real.
B-24
Stop. The
was
Flying
Liberator.
Fortress. You're right.
But,
Shit.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was the Flying Fortress. You're right.
Yep.
And then the
Mhm.
29 was the Super Fortress, and the 52 was the Strato Fortress
Fortress,
or whatever.
yeah.
My dad
But
was
the
a mechanic
24
on
was
those
the
planes in
Liberator.
World War II.
What was the B-24? Oh, you just said it, didn't you?
Yeah, it just said the Liberator. Yeah.
Liberator.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that became a workhorse, and that was
Yep.
Ford, who finally, because Ford was a friggin' Nazi at the start of the war. He didn't want to have anything to do with it. He had to, but you know what? Chrysler and AMC and all these, these guys were making all kinds of money off of this shit. GM,
Yeah.
so for some reason he changed his mind, and then started producing B-24s at the rate of like a couple a day or so, some
Yeah.
ridiculous amount. He produced thousands and thousands of them.
Casey.
And they were done well. You know, what I mean,
Yeah.
they weren't slapped together and junk. I mean, even the 17 as well, legendary for how tough they were to bring down all these planes. I mean, all planes will come down. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah. But
Yeah. But they did a good job, man. They really did. They flooded the
I read
market.
a story about that. About what was it? Was it the Mustang or it was one of the fighter planes that were super hard to shoot down, and it had 6 machine guns across the front, and it was really slow and pondered.
You're thinking of a P-47, which was legendary for that, and it actually had 8.
Yeah.
Actually had 4 and 4. Yeah.
Yeah, 8. Okay.
was that the Corsair?
That's the Thunderbolt.
Oh, Thunderbolt.
Yeah, Thunderbolt.
Right. Yeah,
P-47
Thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt. Yeah, no, it was a tank. It was a flying tank.
Yeah.
Hi, Bob.
There's all kinds of stories. That thing coming back with 3 feet, one of its wings missing, and still fucking flying.
And that's
You know,
what
they
the A-10 is named after. You know,
Huh?
the A-10 Warthog is the actually called the Thunderbolt too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Another one that's
No, it's got that's an interesting plane to read about. It's got I mean, it was gigantic. First of all, it was huge.
Yeah, it was.
They saw it. They thought they were fighter bombers, but which
Yeah.
they were used as fighter bombers as well.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but they weren't the most aerobatic, but they were fucking fast. I think what
Yep.
was it, 2,400 horses that they got out of that radio, or there was at least 2,000. That
Yeah.
much I do know.
It was it's big.
So I mean, it was a plus 400 mile an hour plane to begin with. So it was already faster than the Germans' planes. However, it's not going to turn inside a
Yeah.
BF 109. A Mustang will, and it was just as fast. It was a much smaller plane with a lighter engine, but it was a lighter plane and much more aerodynamic.
Yeah.
So that was which is better, the aerodynamic or the one that you needed to use like 10, 30 millimeter shots to take out,
Yeah,
Mhm.
they used,
They armored the shit out of this stuff.
they used the Mustang all the way up into Vietnam.
Yeah. Oh, they were still using Thunderbolts Vietnam, sure. Well, they know using Corsairs, definitely.
Yeah, and the P-51s and the
Yep.
the 47.
Especially the Korean War, definitely, absolutely.
Yeah,
And then, but I know the Navy was still using some Corsairs, and
then they had the Sloughs.
P-51s went on a long time, huh?
During Vietnam, the Navy got the Sloughs.
The Sloughs.
Yeah, they were
Sky
Corsair
Raiders?
used the A7s. Yeah, A7s.
Oh, the A7s,
yeah,
yes.
short little ugly fritters.
Yeah. hmm Is
They're
that the one McCain flew? Did he fly one of those?
I
It was.
thought he flew an A6 Intruder, but I might be wrong.
Oh yeah. No, I think he flew the other one. Yeah.
Corsair
because-
is the only plane to ever shoot down a. They shot in the Korean War. No, was it Korea?
Yeah, they did shoot down a MiG fighter.
MiG 15.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
One or
MiG
two. I think one confirmed,
Two
one
of them.
probable. Was it?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Mhm.
So that's like the only prop plane ever do something like that.
Mm.
That's pretty cool. I mean, not exactly true. I mean, T-52s did get shot down by Mustangs.
Although during the Vietnam War, the Sky Raider did shoot down a MiG 17, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Sky Raider.
Hmm.
What was the
Yeah.
Sky Raider?
Skyraider. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. And that
Okay.
was
But
because the dumbass decided, oh, I'm going to shoot these two piston engine planes flying at him. And those guys just sat there and go, oh, this is going to be an easy one.
Yeah.
So they just zoned in. And when that jet came in, they just fired everything right into that jet and just shot it down. Yep. And also here in Colorado, we have a B-52 at the Academy, which was the only one to shoot down a MiG fighter with its tail gun.
this is
How about
Douglas
that?
A1. Douglas
Rock
A1 Sky Raider.
lobster.
It's a cool looking plane, actually.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's familiar. It looks like a Thunderbolt, dude. It does.
Well, you see a painted car on the side of the road that says 16 miles to the Love Shack. You mentioned B-52s. Oh,
All right, Ken.
there's.
Oh, there you go. We got the Dobo.
Hey,
We
I
got
should have
Dobo
this
in the
stream. I
chat.
should have went to Florida this weekend.
There
It's
you
kind of
go.
my fault, Ken, but you never got back with me, so I'm gonna blame you. Actually, now that I think
Yeah.
about
There you go.
it. I think about it.
oh,
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, hands up! Don't shoot. Well,
Oh,
yeah,
your
yeah. I
chat
hear you
went
heard
up.
from
Now
Eddie,
you
huh? So nah. I should have went this weekend, Ken. Sorry about that. I should have been more pushy. I know you were busy, so
Mhm.
I can't do it
Yeah.
next weekend. So I'll probably be down the weekend after that, I guess.
what's going on in Florida?
Oh, I just gotta help him with some stuff.
No.
Oh, okay. Help him move.
Well, Sam said his
No.
Rose was coming
Well,
down here. He never said why. Why is everybody coming to Florida?
Well, me and Ken are getting with Rose, and never mind. I don't want to go there. We're having a little rendezvous. No tete-a-tete. Nah. No, they just released the ice engine charger, but it's still not orderable yet. So, well, can't order one yet, though. Yeah, well, Eddie's gonna be there too.
But did you see what? Did you see what? You see what he said? Oh,
Oh, thanks to my sponsor, Eddie. Oh, that's cool. Well, then buy the tickets, brother. You buy the
Right now,
tickets whenever day you want.
Thanks to my sponsor, Eddie. Yeah.
Mhm.
Then you, if you're buying, you can buy you can pay, you can put the tickets up any day you want. Then fuck it.
and he's going to pay for himself too.
Yeah.
Eddie will be there too. Good. I know some ice people down in Tampa, so
Mhm.
probably get rid of your ass. Probably get rid of your ass.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah. See something, say something. That's what I say.
Mhm.
That's what I say.
Stranger danger.
Danger, danger. Now I'm going to pay for Eddie to go to England, and then I'm going to turn in a note and then I'm going to turn in a report that he dressed up like Hitler for Halloween or something, or he said he called
there you go.
a transgender sir or something like that. Get him arrested.
You know, you sneak one of those Halloween costumes that
Yeah,
has like
there you go.
Hitler dressed up like a French maid. You know,
There
one of those
you go.
costumes with the heels and everything. Stick that in his luggage. Yeah, there you go.
But
Yeah,
No,
I will say it did cause
I
a
like Eddie.
furor.
Why am I doing this?
there.
Huh? What?
a
It did
fur.
cause, yeah, it caused a furor.
Hero.
Oh, fur.
There's a real pure.
Well, it
there.
was
Yeah.
his fight, otherwise known as Mein Kampf.
Yeah. Hmm. That's where he stays when he's in London.
Well,
At
now,
the-
Line, you're in trouble now.
Why?
I see. Yeah.
Was it Eddie?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Let's
Yeah.
declare peace.
Lloyd, you're fighting me. There you go.
Yeah. Who's
Yeah,
peace?
sure.
Peace of Lon?
Yeah, don't
Yo, brother.
don't turn your back
Yeah.
on now.
Yeah, don't
Yeah, I
you
don't think so.
got your back,
Yeah.
Lon. Yeah.
Yeah. Abraham Accords.
Yeah, there you go.
They're more likely to include every Arab nation before me and Eddie make up.
Yeah.
Or they
harsh.
encompass every single Arab
harsh because
nation.
that's generational hatred. That's harsh. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, man.
Well, see, Eddie shouldn't have stood you up on that date you two had. That's the whole thing. I mean,
Yeah, that's what it is. No,
Mhm.
it's all that snitching, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, it's all that snitching, dude. I hate
Oh.
that. I hate snitching. I hate snitching, man. I'd never snitch on anybody like that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't
Yeah,
either. I was just trying to come up
I
with
really
it
don't.
doesn't matter.
I
It's
have
not that
no,
important. He knows what he does.
Mhm.
He knows what he does,
I have no idea. Honestly.
But yeah,
It's getting burnt.
I guess Ken got the nano. He posted that on Facebook, Eddie. So he got the DJI Nano. He's liking it.
Hmm.
So, what's not to like? It's basically an action camera that's a little bit smaller. Smaller. So,
Oh, is that
I
the
mean,
new camera?
Brother
They call it?
yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you were talking about the nano
Brother Bob
drone.
pops in with a
Get a room.
pithy statement there. There you go. That was-
Pithy. I like to get a ring. I'm old, but let's get a boxing ring and put like
Put a- you
a
mean
certain
put a-
person
like-
in Ken was supposed to do.
Like put a ring on it.
No.
I want a ring.
Like an octagon.
oh,
Like an octagon or a
Rock
boxing
there
ring.
you go.
I don't know why I
We'll
went
get an
to that.
octagon there. That'll make it be easier for you. Octagon. Yeah. Yeah.
I wanted to put a ring on it
The
first.
square circle.
Bill can be one of the ring girls if he wants.
Oh, yeah, that would draw
Yeah.
the crowd. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go down to Florida and do it for the South Florida meetup. Put up a ring. And then you call it beef
You know,
house. You could have
if
like
Bill offered to
Chuck
be one of the-
Kovac and John Jackson could have a bout. Me and Eddie could have a bout. Maybe you can bring back what's his name, he who shall not be named, and Ken can finally have their fight. You could probably a couple, different people in the drone sphere that don't get along. Yeah, maybe Ken and Paul from Drone U could get in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got quite a few of these people and have a little, clear the air fights. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Duke it out and then shake hands.
Yep.
I guess Ken will be busy
They're
then.
in South Florida.
Why
They
would
don't duke it
anybody
out.
want-
They could shoot
I'm
it
just
out.
curious. Why the fuck would anybody want to do? Does that make you feel better? Yeah, we cleared the air. I broke his nose, but we cleared the air.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it actually works. It's worked for me.
Well, okay.
Got one
Well, if you
really
get
good.
your nose
No,
broke,
I'm
your
just
air's
saying, being
not gonna be
honest.
very
I got
clear.
a really good fight with somebody, and then then we were cool after that. It was all
Everybody's done that when they
animosity
were-
and yada yada yada,
when they were younger.
and then we
done
got
that.
got
I've
a
done
nice
it.
fight. And
I've done that when I was young. I don't know about now.
Oh hell no! I'm too damn old for that
No,
shit.
a big loud
Yeah,
blowout where you embarrass
I
each
fall
other.
down
That's
now,
good,
it's gonna be a
that's good
broken
enough.
hip.
Then you come back from that instead of coming back from hospital trips. That's all.
it is what it is.
That is what it is.
You're
You're a
it is
bully.
what it is. Ken
You're a
Herron
bully.
and Chris Hansen could have it out.
Yeah.
They're mortal enemies. He's got the lips for it, I gotta say.
Oh yeah.
Do I get to pick where he kisses me?
I'm so glad I do this stream for this stuff.
Hey, you guys started it.
I didn't stream.
We're down to. Oh, now you're back down to 9.
Now we're up to
Down to
12
9.
now.
No, I see
Oh,
12.
12.
I see
Oh
12.
boy,
Yeah.
jump.
I thought Ken and Eddie and all them bailed finally.
Yeah.
I can make it 11, Artie, if you want.
11.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, no,
Ah.
no, it's a small turnout today.
Threats.
I guess word got out. Lon's been coming on every week. I guess.
Yeah, man. I could take a couple weeks off for you because I was thinking about bailing at 10 anyway. Maybe you guys will go up to 30 once I leave.
Yeah.
You guys go up to like 70 or something. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't think that's how it works. Oh, come here, you. I think we've been talking too much politics lately. Seriously, you're pissing me. Well, there's people that don't agree with me that I actually like, and they may see me a different way because of what we talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know, and I don't want them to think that way about whatever way is in their mind. I'm still me, by the way. I didn't change, and I'm still a guy you
No.
used to like.
Hmm.
I'm not evil.
Uh, Trump's screwing it up for all the drone flyers in
I
New
mean,
York.
no more evil than you think I am.
Yeah.
Huh?
I said Trump's screwing up drone flying in New York.
Trump?
Yeah,
That bastard. What'd he do now? What'd he do?
That Trump?
What'd he do, Mark? That
Oh,
son
yeah.
bitch. What?
Put up a TFR. Now
He's
we're all screwed.
oh,
Oh, because he went there?
Why do you care about it? By the way, that's the follow-up question.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
residing
you
in
know.
England, but please tell us how.
Do you guys have TFRs when Trump shows up in London?
he's going to watch the Ryder Cup, so he's massive
Oh,
TF.
yeah, that's right. That's
Oh, yeah. Dude, you
That
couldn't
was
fly in
fun.
Delaware to save
He
your
had a
life
nice-
when Biden was president.
He had a
You couldn't
damn
fly in
nice
Delaware,
reception.
period, on the weekend. You're
He had a
done.
damn nice reception in London the last time he was there. By the way, There was-
yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
he really did. It was surprising. I didn't
The
think that
royal
would.
family.
Protest.
Not just that. I mean, the crowd. There was a large pro-Trump
Yeah,
crowd.
he got a good. He got.
I wasn't expecting that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I was a bit surprised.
No giant baby balloons. That was a
Yeah.
good one, though. I don't care what anybody says. That shit was hilarious. Whoever
Yeah.
came up with that one, genius.
Funny is funny.
Genius. It looked like
Mhm.
Trump and it had a big diaper on. Remember that,
Oh
Mark?
yeah.
When this last dude, you love him or hate him. That was hilarious.
No,
That's a
funny-
good one.
Funny is funny. You know.
Yeah, that was a good one. I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, son. I'm like, damn, son. Somebody put some effort in. You know, the effort was put in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to
Did
respect
you-
that.
Okay, Eddie
Did you
just
notice-
clarified this here. 6 days of TFRs in New York ended yesterday.
Okay.
There you
Fair.
go. That's
Okay.
old news. You're bringing up old news that you shouldn't even.
Yeah,
care
it
about.
ended yesterday,
that's
Mark. What
right.
the hell's wrong with you? It's
Yeah, the
old news.
Ryder
Yeah.
Cup was
Where
the
the hell
other
are you?
day.
Manchester, England. What do you care about?
Damn, Mark.
Tomorrow.
Fuck. It didn't affect me even a little, and I live in Florida. I don't live that far from the fucker. And he doesn't affect me.
Still on. It don't finish till tomorrow night.
Hey, if I come down there in for the next drone meetup, let's drive up there to Mar-a-Lago and see if he's home.
Yeah, there you go.
Bring
Yeah.
your
You think he'll
rifles,
let us
too.
on?
Yeah, there you go.
Tell them we're
Yeah,
YouTube
bring your rifles.
influencers.
Yeah, I'm gonna map that. I've never mapped that. It can't be that far. It's got to be less than an hour.
Yeah, West Palm
Hey,
Beach.
we're YouTube
Florida's a pretty
influencers.
big
We'd like to
state.
meet the president.
What?
Isn't it towards the Keys? Isn't Mar-a-Lago towards the Keys?
No. It's not Palm
No,
Beach.
it's in West
not-
Palm Beach.
It's,
Yeah.
it's a shit ton of oceanfront property
Yep.
on
Mhm.
you got the intercoastal waterway, and you got
Yeah.
the island. Well, and he's got it's a nice piece of land to own. Hotels don't own that much.
Yeah.
He owns-
If I fly into West Palm and I rent a car, I'll just go ahead and
Mar-a-Lago's like the
drive over
size
there.
of a town,
Yeah.
small town.
go
What?
ahead.
What's
Ryan
so
Ralph-
special about that? Oh, did you want to go first, Art? Go ahead.
Yeah,
All right,
I
my hand up
just
first, but you
wanted
go.
to make sure. Ryan Ralph was convicted of his attempted assassination of then candidate Trump. Yeah.
Well, okay.
So,
I think
you
that
were-
was pretty much everybody knew that was going to happen.
I think everybody knew that, Art.
Yeah.
you know, that was
Well, I just
a
wanted to
couple
make
weeks
it
ago.
official.
not a
Day
surprise.
old news again, Art.
Yep.
They got him on
Mhm.
film.
Mark.
They got him admitting it. I mean, it's
All
just
right, take it away, Lon.
forget it.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Go ahead, Lon.
Okay.
It's your turn.
All right, what's so special about that coastline versus all the rest of the coastline of Florida? What makes that one so special? I'm just curious.
Well, no, it's in a very upscale, high end. I mean, all his neighbors, like south of there is what's called like Jupiter Island area, and the north. It's just some of the highest.
Why?
Most expensive
Luxury
real estate in
house.
Florida. I don't know.
Yeah.
Beautiful and beautiful, and there's very limited ownership because it's owned by people like him. It just is. I don't know. It's very
It's
expensive.
that near TJ.
Very
as
expensive.
well.
It's been developed into that Mar-a-Lago. He spent billions on that. I mean, obviously that's going to be nice, but that stretch of oceanfront real estate is like super duper expensive, And
I was just curious what makes it more better than
that's because it's
20 miles up the coast, you know what I'm saying? Or 10 miles up the coast. I was just curious.
I don't know. It's warmer there. I don't know. Water's clearer. I don't know.
Mhm.
I was just curious if there was something, you know what I mean? Like,
Well, all coastline property is stupid expensive, but
No.
that is in an area that's already, the rest of it is like super expensive. Like if you go to beaches in Vero Beach, they're nice, but Vero Beach is an upscale, expensive oceanfront community. Maybe less available, maybe lack of airport, maybe lack of services, whatever it is. That's where you go. And that's,
okay.
and you
I was
pay
just
to,
mildly curious. That's all.
you pay to be there. You know, is it more beautiful? I don't. I don't.
You would assume not.
I can't afford that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
All
Whenever I
righty.
go up the coastline of Florida, it's like,
Beach is nice
uh-huh,
here. Like we got beaches right here. I got beaches 15 minutes away.
I tell you what, Lon, I'm going to write him a letter next week, and I'll tell him I'm going to be in the area in April, and drop in,
just
and,
nice
and
there, I guess.
I'll ask that. Ask him that when I'm there.
Maybe it's more beautiful there. Maybe it's whatever.
well, it's
the
more
reason is.
exclusive or whatever. I can understand that, I guess.
Definitely more
Well, if he were to let
Yeah.
me into Mar-a-Lago, it's not that exclusive, I can tell you.
I can agree with you that now that I think about it more, I can see that because it's like Beverly Hills and Monrovia, California are just a few miles apart. But you know what I'm saying?
Here's what happens.
Compton isn't
When-
more than 20 miles from Beverly Hills.
When areas get marketed,
You know what
when
I'm saying?
areas successfully get marketed, when areas get successfully marketed is where the successful people live, where the millionaires live. Okay, then they start spending stupid amounts of money for the property. Then that's how they become exclusive because only the people with that kind of money can live in that kind of area. You know, and that's where it begins. But anything that's oceanfront has got a leg up to begin with, obviously. And then if anything that's got a leg up and it's actually near other things like theater and other social graces, being closer to Miami, for example, or what I mean, there's things you can't see here. You have to drive to the Palm Beaches for example, as far as shows and this and that, theater, amphitheaters, whatever. There's different things that add to it. Here's Mar-a-Lago.
I
Let's see.
understand.
Let's do directions. Let's click.
It just the one of the criteria that was mentioned was that it's beautiful there, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what's more beautiful about that area coastline than any other area coastline in Florida? That was my only question.
It's in the
It's
middle.
beautiful.
Of it.
I'm like,
It's in the middle of its own docks. I mean, they're just looks like.
oh, I'm sure it's awesome.
Hundreds of,
You know.
hundreds of docks to park there, to go over to the clubhouse and blah blah blah.
Your
Yeah,
yachts.
I imagine it is. All right, let's see. It is. How far?
Does he have his own runway?
It's farther than I thought. It's over an hour.
Mar-a-Lago?
It's an hour and 22.
Probably.
It's an hour and 22 minutes from here.
He's got his own helipad. They probably land Air Force One
Yeah.
somewhere and then helicopter
Take
on the
airport,
Mar-a-Lago. If I was
take,
guessing.
Marine
Yeah.
If I
One.
was guessing.
Yeah.
Marine One, yeah.
If I was guessing.
Seems.
I don't think there's an airport big enough to land that big ass.
Yeah.
Big ass jet.
What, his
I
plane?
doubt it.
Mar-a-Lago
Yeah.
is near Fort Lauderdale, by the way, just to be clear.
Oh, so maybe we can land at Lauderdale.
Yeah, I would imagine you do.
Okay, my bad. I was thinking a totally another direction. I didn't realize it was that close to flipping Miami.
It's a little north of Fort Lauderdale. It's a little north of
No.
Pompano Beach, Coral Springs, Boca Raton, that area.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So it's
yeah.
who lives there or the exclusivity of the area that makes it so expensive, not the terrain itself.
Yeah.
Because Boca, anybody and their brother can live in Boca, especially
Boca?
20, 30 years ago,
Oh no, I don't
50
know.
years ago.
Boca's got some very expensive.
We'll be right back.
I guess
in.
everybody does.
No. way.
My relatives had property in Boca Raton, and it was worth a lot of money.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, every Jew in New York was retiring to Boca Raton in the 50s or whatever.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? It was just Boca Raton was like the destination for
yeah.
retirement for a
There's
while.
developments in those places and condos and like that, and that's for the average everyday retiree, but originally it started out as like a upscale high end. I mean, they had their I've been to that house, nice freaking house, but it wasn't that nice, and it was worth stupid money because of where it was.
Sunstar just dogged on you. Brenda just dogged on you, yo. She
Yeah,
said,
Yeah.
"Are you wet? Are you East Coast Florida
does nothing.
scrubs? Are you East Coast? Are you East Coast Florida
Yeah,
scrubs?
you guys have been
Yeah.
drinking your share of hurricanes lately, so you can have it. I've heard it's pretty. I heard it's pretty there because it gets washed off quite a bit.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, Mark Island and Naples.
No,
Sure,
West Coast is
sure.
nice.
Mhm.
I don't know if it's any nicer than the East Coast necessarily.
I've
I'm
heard
not
it is.
sure.
I don't go there. I'm not. I'm just being diplomatic.
I've only been there once, so I can't speak on it. I was there for 3-4 days, so I can't speak on.
No,
You know,
my idea of being on the West Coast was I went to Fort Lauderdale, went to Tampa, you know, went to St. Pete Beach.
I take that back. I've gone to Tampa a bunch of times. Duh.
Guys,
I
the West
forgot all
Coast, I
about
mean,
Tampa.
that's nearly the
Duh.
Panhandle part of the White Coast. I mean, that's way the f up there, but she's way down. I'm sure it's way different down there. I haven't been south of Fort Lauderdale since I've ever actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have. We went all the
No,
way to the end.
oh,
Me and Billy went all the way to the end.
yeah,
Yeah, all the way down to Key
I
West.
have. Lots of people have. I want to take the motorcycle down the Keys someday. Maybe I'll take that fucking scooter right there. I'll take the
Oh my God,
scooter.
that scooter. Oh my God,
Yeah.
that would be such a long ride.
Yeah,
Oh, good
boy.
on you, buddy. Not me. Not me, dude.
That scooter goes 75 miles an hour, dude.
Yeah, but
long
that's a
ride.
long ass
It's a long
drive.
ride
That's a
on either bike.
long ass ride,
Look,
brother.
I'm trying to tell you something. I have the bike that people usually use for that. I've got the Ultra Glide Classic 900-pound gigundous seat.
I wouldn't do it
Cruise
on that
con-
either. Just for
Cruise
the record.
control, but yeah, but that's what people would use if they want to do, because people do the Keys all the time. That's like a thing.
Yeah.
Is riding down the Keys. Another thing is I'd like to do is they do it around Okeechobee. That's not as much of
Yeah.
a thing as going down the Keys. That's a couple of days, at least, down and back, but it's still 4 or 5 hour trip if you don't stop around that lake. That's how big it is. And of course you stop at a club and a place or this and that, and whatever. I want to do that too. But there's nice things you could do, and I'm telling you, this thing is very comfortable.
I'm not trying to. I'm saying I wouldn't take any motorcycle that far
It sounded that
anymore.
way. Yeah, it sounded
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's just uncomfortable.
Mhm.
It's not as comfortable as a car. Let me put it
I
that
like
way.
it. Yeah, but I mean,
Yeah, especially a self-drive car like a Tesla.
I'm riding.
That's the way to go. I'll be honest with you. You put that bitch in self-drive, and that's the way to do it. I'm just being honest. That's the way to do it.
That's the way to relax on the ride. It's not necessarily a way to enjoy the drive, But that's
It's straight as
that's what
fuck.
you like.
That's the most straightest drive ever. You don't even really need. You can just tie a rope to your steering wheel and put it in cruise control. Just about. It's like.
No, I believe it. Even cars that don't have nearly the sophisticated controls that one. Like I had that Hyundai that Santa Fe, and it had lane keeping, and you could set it to high, which really kept you towards the middle of the fucking lane. It did a pretty good job, and you put that on, and you put on adaptive cruise, and I mean it'll stop if there's a light somehow, and you had it on, it will actually stop the car. And all you had to do is like give it a little gas and then hit resume, and boom, you're right back with it. So I mean, it's kind of like that. It wouldn't let you
That's
switch
good enough.
lanes if there was somebody there, or at least it would fight you. That's what it would
Right.
do. It would fight you. It was like, what the So, and that compared to what a Tesla has, it I'm sure is, I don't want to say primitive, but it's not the same level. And I thought it did a fantastic job. I had to not relearn, but get used to a vehicle without all those extra toys and get bells and whistles. I like the one where I pull up to a red light and you can take your foot off the brake. It's an auto braking setup. You stop, it's not going to go again until you step on the gas. It's awesome. You're in stop and go traffic. You don't necessarily want to put it in park, right? And you're just sitting there with the foot. But once you get used to having it, it sounds like nothing. But once you get used to having it, I miss having it. I miss all that stuff.
Yeah, I miss remote start. My car is the most primitive of the primitives with a stick. I miss remote start. I hate to say it.
Yeah, I use mine every day.
Yeah,
Yeah,
remote start's the shit.
yeah.
I can start my work truck right now, sitting here with my phone. It sucks. It sucks.
Yeah, no.
As long as my work truck's anywhere where there's Wi-Fi, I can start it. Not even Wi-Fi. What am I talking about? It'll start anywhere.
It's been a hot summer. You know, it's really worth. You know, minimally the system's cooled off, and even if you don't give it long enough to cool the cab off, it's at least blowing cold air by the time you get out there. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, blowing it.
and taking the moisture out because it's fucking
Oh
humid.
yeah, it's
Humid,
moist.
humid as shit down here.
Oh yeah, it's all moist, and you're blowing it.
I've been much on
Yeah.
hurricanes, but we've had rain like every effing day. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, what's
Keep
this
those beavers moist. Yeah.
tropical cyclone in effect? What
Ooh,
is that?
psycho moist. Her.
I have a tropical cyclone. Hey, guy.
Tropical cyclone.
I'm killing Mark.
I thought cyclones were on the West Coast.
We are under a tropical cyclone statement right now. Watch right now.
Uh-oh.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah, just I didn't even notice this. Popped up.
Oh wow.
Tropical cyclone statement from issued September 27th. 5:38. This product covers East Central Florida, of which we are, of course, part. And actually, we're in the darkest, reddest part of it, based on this picture.
Uh-oh.
And it's
Shit's getting ready to go down, yo.
Tropical storm watches remain in effect for Central Port. Blah, 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 blah. All right, so what does that mean? So how about more details on that? Like, what does that mean? How much winds? What? How much rain?
Oh wow.
Something. Give me
See,
something.
where are you at again?
Oh, 35.
Cold.
35. Storm intensity 35 miles per hour. That's a spring breeze. Movement northwest.
You still fly your drone.
Yeah, it's if it's driving a lot of heavy rain, it's annoying. It'll knock your furniture around and shit. But all right, you don't worry about shit like that. Thank you for the warning, National Weather Service.
Doing their job.
That's my Nazi salute. Allegedly. My heart goes out to you. That's what that means.
Oh, Sanford. Okay, there we go.
Brad,
It hasn't passed already?
hi, B-Rad.
It looks like it's going away from you.
Brad. We got Brad.
It said the alert was from 5 to 12:30, so I don't. But they're giving it for a large section of my coastline, so I don't know.
Yeah.
What the 5 to
Interesting.
12 to whatever the. I mean, here's
Wait a minute. Maybe I'm messing it up. Where are you guys at again?
Port St. Lucie. Treasure
Yeah.
Coast.
Lucy
There it
Gissy.
is. Yeah, I got nothing on AccuWeather. Huh. It's showing you guys clear as a bell. Huh. Guess you could just step outside and look.
Yeah, well, I can,
Yeah, that'd be an easy way to fix it.
You just go. You just go. Huh.
I mean, there it is.
Stars.
Technically, according to this, a tropical cyclone and a typhoon and a hurricane are all the same things, just
Yep.
where they're located.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's on
Where
land,
the
it's a cyclone, right?
It's
No.
Yeah, cyclones over here.
It's really
It's only 35 miles an hour, so right off the bat, it can't be a hurricane.
Yeah.
It's barely. I think a tropical storm starts at 35. So cyclone might be less than a tropical storm. You know what I mean? I don't know. But here it is. I'm looking right at it. Tropical cyclone statement. It says.
I believe it.
Well, I know you do, but I'm not concerned about it. I'm just.
thought it was a cyclone.
I'm looking at the damn radar and it looks clean as hell where you are.
Clean as F.
Although Lake Okeechobee's getting ready to get some shit, it looks like, based on the radar.
They had times in here. I saw times.
And I've heard the
Maybe it's
term
past.
cyclone actually used for tornadoes.
Oh,
Yep.
sure.
The old days. Well, I think in Wizard of Oz, they
Yep.
call it a cyclone.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll get you, my pretty, and the little dog too.
Oh, we also had a tropical storm watch, and I'm right. This is the next
Oh,
level up. I think wind wise. I don't know.
oh
Whatever.
wow.
I don't know. Whatever. Okay. So
Mm-hmm.
nothing's happening out there. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I know. I hate weekends. I'm just gonna start working 7 days a week.
Yeah.
There you
I don't
go.
sleep with the shit on the weekends, man. For real. I don't go to bed till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning on like Friday night, and then I wake up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock every Saturday, and I can't get back to sleep. So I end up just being dead all day on 2 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
Then to do the same thing Saturday night, and then I get up for uh Johnny's dealio at 8 o'clock.
Right.
I'm up anyway most of the time, so yeah, I get 3-4 hours of sleep. I do better during the week when I'm working. It's
Yeah,
weird.
look at Brenda
Just do
representing
enough
as a
games.
South Florida girl. 35 years.
Yeah,
I've been through enough canes. She
yeah.
doesn't say hurricanes, canes, baby. Because she's a
Mm-hmm.
Florida
Tell
gal
them,
Mm-hmm.
Florida,
representing
Florida, Sunstone, Brenda.
When my
cane.
son Patrick was living out there in South Carolina, Georgia area, and first hurricane that came through there, well, me and Judy were freaking out because that was our kid, out there. I asked him, was he taking precautions? Oh no, we went out to the beach and had a cookout. Are you shitting me? Here we are.
Oh, yeah, that's not the brightest thing to do, though. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
well, he said it probably
Chances
after
are
it
nothing's
finally
gonna
hit.
happen, but you
Yeah,
know what?
after it finally hit, he had the next time one came through, he went ahead and evacuated. So yeah, he said
Mm-hmm.
once was enough. That was good enough for him.
Well,
He
that's a big jump. There's a middle. There's definitely a middle between that. One is stay home and batten down the hatches.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
But he went from hanging out on the beach, daring the hurricane to come get him, while
yeah,
he's barbecuing, apparently sitting next to hot
Right,
coals.
Good night,
Brenda.
Brenda.
You know, hot
yeah,
coals that could be blown over on him. He went
yeah,
from that to evacuate.
yeah. Yeah. I think it was enough for him to realize, of course, he grew up. You know, the thing is, he grew up here in Oklahoma. We get 20 minutes notice before one of them damn things starts tearing up your house. And
Yeah.
you guys get a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, you get a week of it. Maybe it's coming, maybe it's not.
Right.
And
Yeah.
then oh, this could be the worst. Oh, this is gonna be the
But
next
when
thing
a tor-
then the next oh, it's made a comeback.
Mm-hmm.
but it's like they talk about, they
Surprise!
they have what do they call them? What do they call the level 5? What's the term they use for it?
Oh,
Fujita scale.
Huh?
Fujita.
F1, F2, F3,
Yeah,
F4,
F2.
F5.
So you
Yeah.
guys get an F5
Dominic,
hurricane out there once in a lifetime.
F series is tornadoes. We're
Yeah.
category
Cat,
what are
hurricane.
you talking about?
cat five.
Category
It's
1. Okay.
category 5 hurricane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because when we have an F5 tornado here, you guarantee people are dying. So
I got a Cat 8 hooked up to my computer.
I watched Cat Timp on the YouTube.
Yeah.
I do too. Funny.
Yeah.
Funny you should
That's
say
right.
that.
I watched the movie Cats.
Yeah.
I've seen
Man.
that on the hot tin roof.
Yeah.
I've got a cat.
Cool cat
He's
visits
got a cat on his
Montana.
lap.
Yeah.
Cat on his that's
The,
a
the cat
He's
from
got
outer
a cat on his
space.
lap.
that's
Yeah.
a Dr. Seuss book right there.
Mm-hmm.
Mark
Cat
has
on the
a
lap.
cat
Yeah.
on his lap.
Cat
Why
in the
does
lap. Yeah.
what the crap does Mark have a cat on his
Yeah.
lap
He
for?
said cat on the lap and he sticks his head up like, oh, they talking about me?
Mm.
And Dominic see-through cat, is he still around there? Because
No, they've gone finally. They've been
Yeah.
annoying me for most of the morning.
I was going to say he was showing a shadow there, kind of casting a shadow across the screen. Because
We got
Mhm.
we got cool cat in the audience most of the time. I mean,
Mhm.
we're just
yeah,
Shadow
we're
cat.
kind of a feline kind of show.
Mm.
Oh, considering I'm definitely allergic to cats.
Oh.
Yeah.
oh, I am
Oh.
too. Yeah,
Oh.
If Mark
Oh.
left his house, walked down the block, now I know this is just a fairy tale, but if Mark left his house and walked down the block and shook my hand, I would know he'd have a cat that he owned a cat probably within the first couple of minutes. That's how allergic.
Yeah.
People are like, I keep a clean house. You're not magic.
Yeah.
you know, you
Yeah.
know, cat dander is practically microscopic. It's why more people are allergic to cats than any other creature. Is because
Yeah.
the size of the dander is so tiny.
Yeah.
Some birds
Yeah.
are like that too, by the
Mm.
way.
Mm.
But because some dogs, with the ones with the fine fur,
Right.
I'll get a little effect out of them sometimes. But my dogs
The
have fine
dogs
fur,
with
and
the fur.
they don't give me a hard time, and they don't shed. That's what's cool. I mean, that's to me that's important
Yeah.
with a dog is
Yeah.
lack of shedding.
I could sweep up in the morning, and by nighttime, I have to sweep up again because Ranger shed so much. I could make a wool sweater just in one day's worth of sweeping. It's that
Yep.
much.
Well, the solution to that, and it's not much of a solution, is brushing the shit out of him every day
Yeah.
before he has the chance, or at least a couple every other day, so
Yeah.
he doesn't have the chance to spread the love all over your place there.
No,
Yeah.
You know?
it's that you shave it.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if this is true or not,
Hmm.
but there is a dog food additive. I forget the name of it, but but people across the country swear that it knocks down your dog shedding. And I can't think
Dynamite.
of the name of Dynavite. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is
And
it?
people have
Uh,
Wait a minute,
sworn by that
is
shit.
that hell? I
People,
thought you were going to say Elmer's glue, but
no, Dynavite.
I just is that healthy for them? I wonder because shedding is the
Dynamite.
natural process for them. In different seasons, they have to shed. It's like molting. They have
Yeah.
to shed. My Shih Tzu, my Newfoundland dog, every spring, I mean, it would lose its undercoat, and
Oh
it
yeah.
would gain that undercoat every
Yeah.
fall.
Winter.
Because the dog
Yeah.
is from the
It's
Great
when they
White
call
North,
that's
and that
Mhm.
undercoat was ridiculous. That was like another dog. When
yeah. Like
I
Yeah, but
got
that's once a year.
when I brushed
yeah.
that shit out, man, it was huge.
Yeah. That's what we
But
call a
grooming the
blowout.
dog is helpful though.
Yeah. That's
But they
what they
like
call a blowout on the Pyrenees because they do that same
yeah.
thing as a Newfoundlander.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they like it. They like being groomed though, so it's not a
Yeah.
terrible
Yeah.
thing. Keeps you close to the dog.
Mhm.
Just a thought. Dynavite, though. You're exactly right, Art. People
Dynamite.
swear by it.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
absolutely swear by it.
the dog food that at one time Ranger had lost all the hair from the middle of his back to the tip of his tail,
He's
and
embarrassed. He doesn't want you to talk about it. You hear that? Hey, shut up! Shut up!
Don't be talking
yeah,
about me, old man.
no, that's not Ranger. That's the little shit. But
Oh, he's
anyways,
defending
Yeah.
Ranger. He's defending Ranger.
yeah.
Continue.
Shut up, you knothead.
Yo, Ranger's my boy, dog.
You're
Yeah,
embarrassed. You
exactly.
don't be embarrassing my dog,
Good night, Bob.
But
boy.
yeah, good night, Bob. But anyways, I ended up finally, I was taking him to the vet and all this stuff, and finally, this
Good
old
night.
vet, he said, "Well, it's just food allergies,
Good
And
night,
so,
good night, Bob.
so what I did is I put him on one that was for stomach and coats, and it's got the same thing that's in Dynamite. And within 6 months, hell, he had twice as thick as coat as he ever had, and it was just as you know. But I mean, he literally lost everything. He was just scratched it all off, all the way to tip it. And Pyrenees have big, thick, you know,
Pause.
well that, but they got big, thick, furry tails.
Attitudes,
Oh.
personalities, skulls. Okay.
They got thick skulls too. Yes.
Penises.
I don't want my dogs to retain their coat. They will die of heat prostrations out here.
Right.
You
No,
know,
he
my wife cuts all that shit off like probably
Yeah.
every 5-6 weeks.
Yeah.
They get shaved back down to the puppy cut.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
You
that's so
got to. It's
sweet.
fucking hot down here, man. I mean, they
Yeah.
can unless you want them just hanging out in the living room all day. I mean, all day.
Yeah.
And even
Mm.
then, who wants to wear a fur coat in the living room? I don't
Yeah.
keep it that. I don't keep it that cool. Costs
well
money.
part of the reason with that you don't like I don't shave the Pyrenees is because they actually say not to do it because they actually that undercoat of theirs is actually for wicking the heat away from their bodies
Right.
and
Mm-hmm.
it's actually like wearing a nice insulated against the cool or the heat.
That's a great excuse. I like that. That's good.
Well, that's no. When I got them, that was the first thing they all told me is
I
don't.
like that. Scientific and everything.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
it is. There's scientific
Yeah,
proof to
yeah,
it.
Mhm.
It's called
Called
heat.
Wickcraft. I like that. And it might be
Mhm.
true, probably
Yeah.
true. Who knows? It's true. I don't know.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, that's what they told me. And
Yeah,
because there's a
See you
lot of
later,
them.
Brenda.
you still
There's
groom
a
the
Right.
dog.
lot of them here in Oklahoma, and the groomers, unless it's just really matted,
Well,
they won't shave their.
maybe you don't want to retain more than they're used to retaining, or maybe I mean, I
Mhm.
don't know. You're gonna have that
Mhm.
kind of a dog that sheds. You got to groom them. You know,
Oh
that's
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah.
for
I
their own
have
health, at least.
I have this hook that it's a detangler, and when I
Mhm.
first got him, one of the ladies that had one when I was taking him through schooling, she says you got to get one of these. It cost me like $50. Like damn little rake cost $50, but damn thing is built sturdy, and it thins out his coat, gets rid of the
Yeah, you got to do that. It'll mat
yeah
up before you know it.
yeah
Yeah.
yeah.
But these dogs, she keeps them short, and then
Mhm.
Little dogs, yeah. That's I
and
would do
then
the same thing
yeah,
with
they're pretty good about it too. I built one of those things with the harness to hold them while she did it. She
right.
doesn't eat them; they'll sit there,
Yeah,
even while she's doing their face.
Yeah.
And you have to do their faces. They call them chrysanthemum dogs because their fur
right.
grows out from their face like this.
Yeah,
If you let
yeah.
it go, you wouldn't even see their eyes.
Oh, I know.
Mhm.
We've had a couple of situs.
Mhm.
Shit, 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 shit,
So what do
shit.
they do in the wild, or is it our fault because that's the way we bred them?
Yeah.
They would
That's
No,
never have
right.
grown that way if we wouldn't have bred them that way.
that's a
They
bred
would
one.
die. This is what they would do. They would
Mm.
die out.
Nah,
They'd be a failed breed.
the hair
Mhm.
mats down and they see around it. It
Yeah.
does. It'll mat down and they'll see
Look at the
around it.
English sheepdog.
We've let it go a little long
Mhm.
where it was kind of blocking their vision and they had no problems. They could see around it somehow. But if it got really long and nobody was grooming it or taking care of it, it would just get covered with that black teary shit and kind of separate. I
Yeah.
don't know. They survive. They're dogs. I don't know. They do it.
Mhm.
But really,
Oh,
that was bred to be a palace dog.
Yes, they
Right.
were.
That's right. And
right.
that's why I call the groomers to ask them if they'll shave my girlfriend's schnauzer.
Yeah,
And they
we got,
sent her to a spa.
Yeah.
You're like king of the uncomfortable jokes, aren't you?
Well, that dog wouldn't have ever been came about if it wasn't for us, and it would have
Yeah, that's right.
never.
It was some
It would never
variation of it.
evolved in naturally.
Some variation of it, I guess. I
Yeah,
mean,
but they wanted the
why-
long bangs, right? So the dogs with the longer bangs would get bred, and the dogs without the long bangs would get euthanized, probably, or whatever,
I don't know.
because they were after those long bangs.
Maybe their eyes aren't that good to begin with, and that's not their primary. I mean, I don't know. They got short snouts.
Oh, I'm just curious. That's all.
I don't know.
That's usually like the hairless cats and
Let's
stuff like that.
Google dogs in the wild who's
no,
got
they,
bangs that cover their eyesight.
Now the hairless cats have been
These
around
dogs,
for
I'm more worried about. We have to actually get in there and pull the hairs out of the ear canal
right
because they tend to get ear infections.
ear infections. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and also you got to watch out with them because any dog with the short snout can end up with infect.
yeah, well, they've got
Nasal
short,
infections, chest infections. Yeah,
Yeah.
they've got short snouts because they keep walking into walls because you can't see them.
The snout's pretty fucking short on that cat, so don't try to be funny, man. You know,
English art.
my dog's snout's way bigger than that, so there.
yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, you can talk about guns on stream, right? Or no, not really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can
sure,
You
talk
can
about
talk
it
about
and
them.
try them.
You
Talk
can't
about
show a gun
Yeah,
on a
okay.
live.
blue in the face.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna. You can show a picture of a gun.
I don't know.
Okay, then never
I
mind.
don't think so.
Probably not.
Has everybody seen the Smith and Wesson M&P? I think it's the FPC. It's the folding,
Yeah,
the
you were
folding
talking
9
about that.
millimeter
Yeah.
rifle.
No, I haven't seen that.
Man,
One.
I just keep looking at it. I keep eyeballing it. I'm like, damn, that's pretty cool.
You're still obsessing over this gun. You were doing that
I know.
yesterday. Yeah, yeah.
I know, right? You know, I just I
Mm.
keep eyeballing it, going,
I'm gonna drink. I'll be right
Well, I
back.
got a crap
Very
ton of
good.
9 millimeter ammo, right? So I'm
Yeah.
like, and I don't like my compact.
No?
You know, well, nah, I wouldn't take it to the range and shoot it. I can tell you that.
Get
I would
Tokarev. They're fun.
Although I just bought Bill reminded me about stupid magazine extenders. I didn't even think about that. I was thinking about getting an extended magazine because my hand doesn't fit on the gun very well, the compact, because I got big paws, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I never even considered magazine extenders. I don't know why, because I've seen them before. It just never it puts a little bit more of a boot on it, then it gives you more room for your fingers. And Bill reminded me of them, and I looked it up, and sure enough, freaking Amazon has them. I'll have them on Monday. So that was a good out on Bill's part on that one. Then and then I'm eyeballing this stupid 9mm rifle because it's nice to have to use the same, ammo on your rifle as you do on your handgun. That's just nice. I mean,
And and if you get you get that 9mm targeting ammo, solid metal, full metal jacket, it's cheap, 9mm not bad.
I got 1,000 rounds easy over here.
I'm just saying to replace
Easy.
it because you'll want to replace whatever you used, just to have it. But I'm just saying that's just not expensive. 9mm not bad. 30. What's cheaper now? I wonder. 38 or 9. 9's the most common, so I'm pretty sure it's the cheapest.
22 is probably the cheapest. I know nobody wants 22. I'm just saying.
Same range size though. Like
okay. Yeah.
38.
357.
357. 357s are high.
38.
I mean, I remember them being
380.
At 380, I bet you would probably 38 might be. I don't know. I think 9mm might be. If you're going to buy targeting rounds, 9mm might be the cheapest. Because the amount of production, not the size of the bullet at that point.
Yeah, economy of scale. Yeah.
Bill, you like Dr. Pepper.
Yes,
I've
I
got
do.
the store brand Dr. Pepper called Dr. K.
It's funny you should mention that.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my Dr. Pepper strawberries and cream with zero sugar. There.
Wow.
And you've got that nice generic stuff I've heard so much about.
Yeah, it tastes just like
good
Dr.
though.
Yep. I thought I'd give it a try. I go, ooh, this
is it good? I don't care. There's lots of generic shit that's awesome. A lot of stuff surprises you. I still
made in the same plant.
Mm-hmm.
Could be. I don't know.
Yep.
I don't know. Well, Dr. Pepper is its own company. I mean, it's distributed by Pepsi.
Art likes that stuff because he's such a cheap little shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, snap. No, you didn't.
What?
Captain Joe says 9mm is the cheapest. 357.
I agree with Joe.
Just because of the sheer volume of ownership, and whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Economy of scale.
357 is definitely going to be high. 38 used to be cheap, but they're becoming novelty guns, I think. Novelty. Well, you can still get 38.
Snap.
They're still in the case. They're still there. People still shoot them.
Ah. Oh, those are slugs. Never mind.
My favorite little carry along is my little 380.
Yeah.
My Ruger LPT2. Nice little gun. Yep.
I thought about getting a 5.56, just to be in with the cool kids. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. There's a 9mm.
Yeah. Now, Lon, do you do your own reloading, or you just buy it? No.
I just buy it, man. Hell, not even no.
That's what a lonely guy he is. That's how he ended up with 1,000 of them. Is because he went ahead and he loaded all of them himself.
Yeah.
While he was crying with a glass of Chardonnay.
I do show a lot of loads, I have to say.
Yeah, there you go.
I am known for my loads. But no, it's too cheap. I'm sorry. Maybe it might make sense. It's like rolling your own cigarettes. You know what I mean? It might make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But oof.
Well,
oof.
All right. If
I tell you, knowing how to do it and the end times ever come and ammo becomes
rolling your own cigarettes. Yeah.
You get some nice airtight drums of black powder and just be prepared for the end times.
Yeah. I've been rolling my own.
Yep.
Yeah. I know a lot of people do that.
I did that for a minute. For a little bit.
if you're really
Got to
big
admit,
into
the pipe
hunting,
tobacco tastes really good in this stuff too. By the
yeah.
way,
Oh, really? So you inhale it? I thought you should inhale pipe tobacco.
Yeah, you do.
You can.
you do, yeah, you do.
Same thing with cigars. You do. I used to smoke
But
cigars.
not like a cigarette, though. You don't.
Well, I don't. I've never been one to inhale
You
deeply on.
know,
I
No,
don't
no,
inhale that deep, anyways. But yeah,
no. You have you got a ridiculously
Giggity.
heavy thing of smoke in your mouth when you draw on it, and then
Yeah.
you allow some air back into your lungs.
right, exactly.
for sure.
You know?
Mhm.
Hey, Bill, you've got open carry now, haven't you?
I guess. Yeah, that's what they say. Is that today? No, it's October.
So- I think it was 2 or 3 days ago, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? I don't know. Oh
I
my
think they
God!
moved it to
guns
October
are
something
all over
too,
the
but
place now. It's such. Yeah,
you know, Wild Wild West
we
up in
are
that
officially
piece.
the 36th state to allow it.
Is yours
Yeah.
open carrier or is it constitutional carry?
Constitution.
You can conceal
I don't
carry.
know.
I thought you guys can conceal carry, can't you?
No, to conceal, you have to have a conceal permit. Actually,
Oh.
no, they make.
I thought it was
No, they make
backwards. I
conceal-
thought it was
no,
backwards.
No, we had concealed permit. I have one. But I think they did allow it. They allowed that first, and now they just went to open. So it's just you got a gun? Okay, that's it.
Yeah. Well,
You can
here in
conceal or
Oklahoma,
open, right?
yeah, in Oklahoma,
apparently.
under constitutional carriers, you don't have to have a handgun license anymore, and it's conceal or open. It's your choice. I conceal because I don't want to be when the guy walks into the bank and sees me with my gun hanging on my hip. I'm going to be the first guy who shoots. I want to be able to get behind the counter and shoot back.
There
My
you go.
theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me that half a second to get behind the counter and shooting back. So,
Mhm.
and yes, I do carry a gun into the bank.
Yeah,
You're allowed to. People think that's illegal, and it's not.
I know. Yeah,
it's not
You
legal.
can carry a gun into the police station.
Not
I
legal.
People
went.
think you can't
Not
carry a gun
legal
in the
here.
police station. That's not true.
Some
Absolutely
banks
not
don't
legal
allow.
here. Absolutely not legal in Florida.
Yeah.
You see how much money I have.
In
I
Oklahoma,
looked it up
it is.
yesterday when you guys were saying that shit, and flat out it says that you.
No.
I went
It is
into.
legal.
I went into my
Absolutely
bank
not.
and asked, because right after I got my concealed carry and I took my gun off and hid it in my vehicle, I had a little safe in there. I went in and asked them, what were the rules, because I didn't see any signs posted, and they said, yeah, you can go ahead and carry a gun. It wouldn't be wise because every cashier has their
You're
own
right
gun.
in Florida, Bill.
I know.
My
I
mistake.
live here. I know.
It's a state
No,
law.
no, no.
That's
I
what-
don't know
got
if
my
it's.
carry license here. I know the rules.
Right.
You had to pass
Yeah.
a test. You know.
Yeah.
Well, the reason that I'm wondering if why it gave me a different answer yesterday. Either it gave me the old answer, or it gave me the new answer. Is what I'm wondering, because you don't even have to have a carry license anymore, right? Is that true? You got your CCW or whatever. You don't need to anymore, right?
I don't in Oklahoma, no.
What's that? No,
right.
you don't.
And Bill
no, you don't
doesn't
need
either.
to.
I don't think anymore.
No, you don't
Yeah.
need to. No, they passed that last year.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe it's changed, or maybe it was different before. So I apologize. It gave me a different answer yesterday because I looked it up yesterday.
Well, I discovered, like, whose show was it? Well, actually, I think I was watching watching y'all show last night, and Bill was asking AI, and he gave you two different answers, and I figured out I did the
you're right.
same thing. And what it is you put you type it in, then it says learn more and expand it, and then it'll come back with a complete different answer than what it's originally told you.
Right. That's my bad. It gave me a totally different answer yesterday. So that's my bad.
Actually, it's giving me a different one now too.
Okay. Well, I don't feel so bad anymore.
Yeah, no, it's
Because
fucking-
most
it's
of
fucking
the
with me.
states.
I know this. I remember the class. I remember him talking about it. He said, "Don't walk into a police station. You'll end up getting killed. Don't walk into a police station. Don't walk in." I remember the guy. I remember.
Well, you
going
get
over this.
killed, but it doesn't make it illegal.
Oh, no.
Well, no. I mean, for real though. I mean, they'll take exception to you walking into a police station with a gun, but that doesn't make it illegal.
As it posted,
They
has
can make it illegal. We just made it illegal for you to walk into the bowling center with one simply by putting a sign out front, which we did.
it's all
And
they
then-
have to do is
All
post
you
it.
have to do now. You cannot carry. You can't. It's not an
Yeah.
argument at that point. When when a private business posts, tells
Yep.
you can't have. You don't have to post. You just can tell them. No guns in here. They have to respect
Well-
that and turn around and walk away. They don't have a right to carry it. It's private property. You know,
Right.
businesses are private. People don't understand that. They treat it
Right.
like they have rights.
Right.
Right.
Right. Private property, you're exactly right. But any place that serves alcohol as its main source of income is prohibitive anyway. Prohibitive anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So if
Yep.
you serve alcohol, it's prohibitive anyway.
Yeah. Now, there's a part of that law that allows the owner to carry to have a weapon
Right.
at the establishment that serves alcohol, but not the guests. And here, you know,
You're right. It gives you different answers every time you ask.
now a police station, you definitely can't. It says here, you generally cannot carry a firearm either openly or concealed in a police station in Florida. Florida law prohibits carrying weapons into police, sheriff, and highway patrol stations, as well as other locations such as detention facilities. Gee, I wonder why. Prisons, yeah, the courthouses, yeah, polling places, and certain governmental buildings. Yeah, these are the ones. This is what I've recently seen. Is what I just read to you.
Right. And they're saying
But
schools
But it was
too.
all familiar because we that didn't change. So I wouldn't hope they would drop.
Yeah.
certain
They
things.
had to change the rules in Oklahoma for this when it came to schools because guys were like a guy went in to pick up his son from school. He had a concealed carry license, but he laid his gun down in the floor and the and he was on the school property and the security guard looked in there and saw it and they arrested him, took him to jail over it, and now they've made it that you're allowed to carry a gun, but you have to put it in a secure location in your vehicle, locked, uh, on the school property, because they had to change that after about 3 people went to jail and they fought it, and they said, well, they have the right to carry it to and from work or to and from the school, because if they stop off at a McDonald's to get the kid something to eat after school and there's a shootout there, he has a right to protect himself. So that's so they had to change that rule. But you still can't carry it into the school, but you can
Right.
have it on the property in the parking area, not, but it has to be secured in their vehicle.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Hmm.
Areas where open carry is illegal. See, I'd like to see versus concealed carry with a permit. You know what I mean? See,
You walk into Walmart with concealed
might-
carry, I just read.
there might be an advantage. Anyway, areas where open carry is illegal. Any police, sheriff, or highway patrol station, any detention facility, prison, or jail, any courthouse, excluding specific permissions for judges, any courtroom, with the exception that judges can carry concealed weapons and decide who else may do so. Any polling place where votes are cast, any meeting of a governing body of the county, public school district, municipality, or special district. It's a long list. Any meeting of the fucking ad made the thing just move. Any meeting of the Florida legislature or its committees, any school, college, or professional athletic event that is not firearms related, any elementary or secondary school facility, including administration buildings, any career center, vocational training institution, or similar facility, any designated area within an establishment licensed to serve alcoholic beverages for consumption on the premises where that area is primarily devoted to alcohol consumption. Well, that's not really the bowling center. That's definitely Sticks,
Yeah.
but not the bowling center. We got the signs up anyway. Any college or university facility, unless the individual is a registered student, employee, or faculty member carrying a stun gun or non-lethal electric device. Da, 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 da.
Cool.
Non-lethal devices. Why are you even bringing that up?
I don't know.
Any college.
You can carry a gun in the airport, just not past TSA. But anywhere else in the airport, you can carry a gun. I wouldn't have thought that.
According to this, yeah, you're right, because it says inside the passenger terminal and sterile area of any airport. So in other words, beyond
Yeah,
security.
exactly. Yeah. Anywhere, as long as you don't pass TSA with it, which you wouldn't. I don't know how
No.
slick you think you are.
Yeah,
I don't, not today, not in today's
Well,
world.
you
All
can
those
take a
scanners and
gun.
everything. Good luck.
You can take a gun with you, but you have to have it in a secured locked box. They've
Well, it
got,
has to be checked.
and it has to be checked. Yes.
Right.
It has to be checked. Yep.
And
I've
I know.
traveled with a gun several times.
Yeah, I haven't been that brave yet.
Mhm.
What
A
happens if-
Legion welcomes it. I was really crazy. In fact, my drone case, they thought it was a gun case. She was all about checking it for me. I said, "No, ma'am, it's got a drone in it." She goes, "Oh." She thought it had a gun in it. She's all
You mean I
throwing,
have to check
checking
my
it for
gun?
me.
I can't bring it on as a personal item like I do my laptop? No. No, you can't have it. No.
And it has to be locked. You have to have a TSA lock on it.
TSA lock on it. Yeah.
Anything
Yeah, I
you
have
can,
them. I have it.
you can accidentally pierce the skin of the plane with, you can't
Yeah.
have it in there. Not happening. Dumbass.
Yeah. When I was during Grand Junction and I got to meet one of my granddaughters, her boyfriend, and we just flown the Air 2S I bought from Bill, and that case looks just like a gun case. So here she comes up, and it's first time for her dad to meet, for her to meet Grandpa, and for her dad to meet her new boyfriend. And he goes, "Who's this?" And the guy came up and said, "I'm so and so." She said, "This is my boyfriend, Dad." And, "Oh, okay." And I just looked at Paco and I started flipping my case open and said, "Should I clean my gun here or wait until we get home to clean it?" And he said, "No, Dad, wait until we get home. There's too many people here right now." Okay, all right. And her eyes got about this big
You're just
around.
a laugh a minute, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you are. You're
But
such
she
a
couldn't
jerk.
wait.
He's a
Yeah.
stitch.
She couldn't wait
he's a
until she
stitch.
got over to the house and told her older brother and sister about, "You know what Grandpa did to me?" And they thought it was funny.
He's a riot.
Yeah. I think
Right.
the problem was, I said, "Well, the problem was your boyfriend was a little too thick to figure out what I was talking about." That didn't go over real
You
well.
lucky you weren't overheard by the wrong people and you just get jumped right there at the airport.
Yeah.
Stop
Well,
him! He's
speaking
going
of-
for his gun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of jumping, I'm out of here, guys. You have
All right,
a
Art.
great evening. I'll see you Monday, Lloyd.
Yep.
Take
yep.
care,
Monday.
everybody. Good
All
night.
right. God, now we can relax.
Yeah, I think I'll follow Art, finish my dinner, and go to bed myself. I should go somewhere, but I'm too tired and lazy.
You're young, single, and free.
Yeah.
It's a Saturday night.
Don't do shit. You guys do more shit than I do, probably.
10:40.
All
at
I
night.
do is go to work.
You know, it's just
Yep.
starting to pick up if you go to the club right now. 10:40, but you get there by around 11, quarter after.
Yeah.
Spend less money.
That's what I need. That's what I
You
need
know?
some gold digging tramp in my life.
Yeah, well, you know,
I need-
Not quite good.
at least now she's partially lubricated, ready to go. I mean, alcohol-wise, ready to go. You know?
yeah. Oh, she's probably lubricated too. Who knows?
Who-
She might have
well.
gone through a couple already by now. Out in the parking lot.
Good night, Art.
Who knows?
Yeah.
What a
Okay.
misogynistic channel this is. That's just all.
I know,
Yeah.
right?
Oh no, the guys are just as bad. Anyway, all right, guys. See y'all later. Stay out of trouble. Happy birthday,
All right,
Lloyd.
Oh, thank you.
I didn't even know they had calendars back then. I'm surprised you know what day you were born.
Well, somebody had to call and
Uh,
remind me. I forgot.
I think they just like go by
Well,
like seasons.
They had to have calendars.
You know, 14 moons ago or whatever.
They had to have
seasons.
calendars because birth records weren't a thing yet. So you had a good family, just mark it on a
Family
calendar.
Bible. Yeah. Yeah. It was
Yeah,
written in
that
the
was your
family
birthday.
Yeah,
Bible.
no, it's like 60 times 70 times 12, whatever.
Yeah.
That's how
my
many
dad,
old
my
you are.
grandfather, neither one
143
had-
moons.
Neither
Huh?
one of my grandfather or my dad had a birth certificate. They actually had to create one when they got close enough to, they had to give a certificate of live birth, which is a birth certificate, but it was a certified birth.
It's an estimation.
Yeah, it was an estimation.
After the fact.
Yeah.
After the fact. Yeah.
After the fact. Yeah, years after the fact, because I think my grandfather was like 66 before he got his.
Oh, your
Yeah.
grandfather? Did they chip it onto a tablet?
Yeah,
Yikes.
yeah.
They made it out of freaking
Hey.
cypress paper.
One of my grandfathers. One of my grandfathers was born in 1876 on my dad's side. Yeah. So from 1876 until now, and my other grandfather was born in 1896. So
Youngin.
yeah, I got to hear the tales of the old So the way they were back in the old days. Yeah.
I remember I think my grandfather, on my mother's side, was 1917. So
Yeah.
yeah, he was
My
born.
dad was born in 1913, so yeah, it's
My dad was born in 1923, so
Oh, they're mine.
25,
Mine were
25 for
obviously
me.
younger when they had children. You know,
My
than
dad was
yours
born
were.
in
We're
1930.
not that far apart in age, Lloyd.
oh, I know. Well, I was also my dad was 43 years old when he had me,
Right,
so
that's what I was just saying. No, my
44 for me.
my mother was 18.
41 for me.
My mother actually just no, she turned 19 a month after I was born.
right.
My mom was 19. My dad was 41.
Nah,
No,
my
my
That
mother
was
mother
a
was
was
dog.
35.
39.
My dad was
My dad was a
24.
dog.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my mom was
My dad was a
35 when she had
dog.
me.
Yeah. He picked up some Euro trash when he was stationed overseas, is what it boiled down to. So,
Oh,
anyway, laters, fellas.
see
All
ya.
Stay out of
right.
trouble, Lloyd. You dog.
I figured I was born 7 months after my mother got married.
I was
Whoops.
I
Whoopsie.
born 10, just over 10 months after my mum and dad got married.
Yeah, I was right at the same way. 10 months. Because my
Yeah.
mom says she goes, I know
17
darn
years.
well that my aunt is counting the months from when our marriage was to when my son was born. Says,
I
just
told you
wait.
how I told you how I found that out going through some old pictures of my
Yeah, yeah,
grandmother because
yeah.
she flipped out when she let the cat out of the bag. She thought it was going to destroy me. Like I
Yeah.
don't care. that was that was a happy. What do you think? I'd rather it didn't happen.
Yeah. I mean,
Here
I'm
I
here.
am.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah.
But
Because
anyway, I don't know. People get upset by that. That doesn't bother me. I don't
Mm.
care.
today would have been their 67th wedding anniversary.
Mm.
And I was born on the 5th of August. So just about 10 months.
10 months. Yeah.
The 3rd of September.
Yeah. My parents were married in 4th of November and I was married. I was born the 27th of September. So, yeah.
Mm.
So, yeah, it was. But my dad, he'd been married before. Now his
Mhm.
first wife, when he married her, she was 16 and he was like 29. And so my sister, she was born in 44. My brother was born in 46. And then I had another sister that passed away that she was born in 48. She's exactly 1 year older than Judy was. So,
Mm.
Mm.
so yeah. But she died when she was 20. So, yeah. Are you trying to do math there or are you trying to figure
Yeah, my mother must have been born in 42. That's all I'm trying to figure. Must have
40?
been, unless she was 17 when she got pregnant. I don't think that's the case though.
Right.
I think she was
Yeah,
8.
my dad was 35, 1935. My mum was 1937.
And then yeah, but like I said, they were popping them out young. And then you know why? They were supposed to hate each other. You know, Irish guy, Italian woman.
Yeah.
They,
Yeah.
they hated each other in New York. So of course the kids get together. That's how
Of
that
course.
works. That's how that shit works. Uh,
My mom and dad actually met through I forgot what they call it, like lonesome letters in the magazines,
no kidding, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That's how they. Dad had 3 kids or had 2 kids. He was raising 2 of them on his own, and she hadn't been married and wanted a kid. And hey,
What's
I
that
was
thing
the
called? All the fish or something? Or
do what?
all the fish? Or what's it called,
Plenty of
Dominic?
fish, I think you're
Plenty
talking
of
about.
fish.
Yeah, yeah.
See, but back then, rather than plenty of fish, after you met, you could take that newspaper and you can wrap your fish.
Mm.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They called it, fish wrappers and booty.
yeah.
Well, it
Dad
worked.
was
Hey,
well.
good.
Dad was in New Mexico, and Mom grew up in Denver, and she was living there. And
Nothing crazy about that. Social media brings people together. You can't look at what's the
yeah,
difference?
they
Newspaper, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah they had their like anybody or knockdown drag house, but uh they loved each other in their own way, and I had a happy childhood, you know. So
I mean, is it any better that I met my wife in a nightclub?
yeah,
You know, out drinking and partying. You know, and
well, I met Judy. Actually, she came to my house.
so is that
I
better?
was 6 the first time I met her, but then as an adult, we went to a family. Her family was having a cookout, and they invited us, and that's how I ended up meeting her. We were together for 34 years. So
I was at the Woodlands Inn and Resort in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. And it was like
Okay.
they had like three bars and a disco, and it was just it was happening place to be. It actually had a second bar, the Left Bank Lounge. I used to like even better.
Mm.
And you go out there and it had a patio out there, and there's a little waterfall, and it was a fancy place. You know what I mean? We didn't act fancy. We just went there and got plowed, threw up and stuff. But they had 5 day. This is how long ago this is. 5 day, $5, and you drink. That's it. You pay $5. It was called 5 day,
5 day,
and
yeah,
you didn't have to have any. You didn't have to have any more money. And it was like 2 hours. I think the special was. You get there. It was
yeah,
so packed. So of course it was my for me it was 25 day, because I would somehow get a drink because the bartender knew who I was. You know, first of all, you hold up money in your hand. You know, and actually it was more like 30 day, because I mean at least you start off with a bill wrapped in your hand, and they see it. They see you doing that. They know you're going to tip, or they get used to you and they know who you are, and they get you your drink. But when you get the refill, I have a $20 bill wrapped around that glass, and then I don't tip again. I don't have to. Back then, that was a lot of money. By the way,
yeah, yeah.
now it's
Oh
not that
yeah,
big. Now
yeah,
it's not that big a deal. But that was a pretty damn good tip. But I was in the business, you know what I mean? And these bartenders would fucking reach over everybody to get me my drink.
yeah,
So, yeah, it was fun. Those were the days.
yeah.
5 day.
I met my ugly wife at a bar. She was
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make it clear. This wasn't a bar where I met my wife. I
yeah,
met her at a nice club. You know,
the club. Yeah. Oh, I met
you were,
mine. She was at a bar.
and it lasted. People say those kind of things don't love at first sight, babe.
Yeah.
Because I've been in that place a million times. I never went back. You know. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
Never know. So what do you think? You guys want to say goodnight?
Yep.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah.
I was going to last 18 more minutes of talking about our youth.
Our
Yeah.
youth.
11 people listening to this horse shit. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard enough remembering our youth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
yeah, no romantic story there. Except I noticed her from across the room. I mean, I could tell you all that shit. I thought she was gorgeous, my wife, when I saw her. It's 25 years ago too. Don't forget. She wore hot. She had this nice dress with a slit skirt. You know
Judy
what I
said
mean?
she couldn't stand me. Says she she'd spend 5 minutes in a room and she's ready to kill me. That's what she told her mom after I left. And I think that's what threw her mom was when she said we're getting married. What? What? I thought you didn't like him. Oh well, you know.
Well, I don't have to like him. I'm in love with him. You know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And that's what she told me. She says, there's a side of you I really love. She says, it's when you get around all your cousins that you start becoming a total asshole. And I can't stand that, you know?
I thought you were going to say your backside. This is a side of you I love too.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
backside. Come here, baby. Yeah, that doesn't work when you talk to
Yeah.
them like that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, unless by work, you want to smack in the mouth.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Then that might work.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
That was a long time ago. Holy crap! My wife and I got married. Uh, 24. Yeah, January in
later, Don.
June 15th. It was 99. What is
99.
that? 20, 26 years this past June.
Okay.
And it's my third wife. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Well,
I get married a lot. You know.
Judy was my third wife, and I was her third husband, and we were married 43 years. So,
Yeah. Well, I'm not 100 years old yet, but the
when you get to be my age, yeah.
the second one was 13 years, so add that to the 26,
Yeah.
29, 39 years. First one was only a year.
Yeah.
40 years of marriage, baby.
My first one had it lasted. Paco's mother, it would have been 50. We'd be coming up on 51 years. Ooh. Now it's like I told him. We were kids. We got married in high school. Yeah. And when we both got away from home, things just changed. I was in the service and got just it shit happens.
Yeah. Yeah. What a lovely way to put it.
So, I don't hold any ill will against her.
What a what a romantic you are. Shit
Yeah,
happens.
shit
How'd that
happens.
marriage go? Well, shit happens.
Well,
You know. Well, yeah, I'm not particularly happy about my first two marriages either. For that. So for being honest here.
it's like I told him in Grand Junction when we were living there, and when we first got married, things were really good. But then when they went bad fast, and that was just the end of it. So can't do anything
Yeah.
about it. And
Nope.
I got Paco out of the deal, and even Cimarron, which is our second child. That's he's a Mendenhall. Let's just say that. But
Yeah.
but,
I think
he's
you got a good kid there, so you did something
yeah.
something right.
Something worked right. I tell him all the time. I say I don't know how in the hell I lucked out having you because being like that because I had very little real input into it. But he's Paco's a good kid. All three of my boys are good. Four if you count Cimarron, although I haven't seen him in years either. So, but
Wait, why wouldn't you count him? He's not a boy.
he's a boy. Yeah,
Oh,
he was
okay.
born a boy. He was
Well, that would be four. He was
yeah
born a boy. Oh,
yeah. He still is one, and
oh,
now his DNA and mine are a little different. So, but
okay.
he carries my name, and for years he thought I was his dad.
Mm,
And he was like 25 when he found out.
Hmm.
So I've reached out to him, and probably if I go up there next year, I may see him.
Hey, we're all related. Don't forget that,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
that we have 2 to 7% Neanderthal DNA.
Well, that's true too. Yeah. Well,
It makes us
and
all related.
all the Mendenhall name was about to die out. My generation was the last of the males. All the rest of them had all my cousins had girls. My even it wasn't until Paco and Pat are the ones populating in. Yeah, it's probably going to stop with Pat. Or with his two boys. But Paco's got 10 kids, and half of them are boys, and then Cimarron's got a couple boys. So the Mendenhall name is at least it's apparently well known in Grand Junction. I didn't know that because people were saying, I guess he got stopped on and says, "Oh, you're Lloyd's kid, aren't you?" Like, yeah, why?
I think I've heard the last name Mendenhall before I met you.
Oh, there's a bunch of them around,
Yeah.
And then
There aren't too many Ronanes.
no, there's not. I can't
No.
say that I know another one.
No.
I know
could bet-
several Bills, but not a lot of Ronanes.
You see the book of names, they sell you the history of your name or whatever. Yeah. I remember they offered that to us at the time. There was like 697 Ronane families in the book.
Right.
That's not a lot in the world, and most of them are in Ireland.
Well,
Ireland and then the United States, and then that's it.
well, you may know the name Mendenhall from Pennsylvania.
I thought I heard it somewhere.
Yeah, because there's a bunch of Mendenhalls in Pennsylvania.
Oh,
they were there. They came in with William Penn. So, and yeah, there's a Mendenhall Hotel and a Mendenhall Village or something up there.
Okay.
That's where all the rich Mendenhalls are at. My ancestor was the one that left the Quaker faith, and we've been poor ever since.
See, it's not because I saw it written on a bathroom wall in a truck stop or something.
Well, it could have been that too, depending
Yeah.
on where that truck stop was at. Yeah.
Mm.
Have him take out his teeth. Anyway, I did work in truck stops for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a time period my name probably was on. Yeah. There's a few women that didn't like me, and they'd put up warnings in the ladies' bathroom not to date me. So
I have to admit that I've been written about in bathrooms and was told about it later on when I was in college.
yeah,
Apparently, there was this girl, and I remember her first name, but I won't say it 'cause I don't want to embarrass her. But she had this huge crush on me, and my nickname in college was Cowboy. And I don't want to say I was legendary, but I kind of was. I was a big partier on campus. A lot of trouble followed me. That's why I
uh-huh.
didn't finish college. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
but she had this terrible crush on me, and they would tell me that these things would just show up in the bathroom walls on in the college camp. And I'm out of school at this point for a year. I mean, the last one was like, oh cowboy, where have you gone?" And that she actually wrote a poem.
Oh my God,
Yeah, so I was legendary.
mine was just a, you know,
Because I didn't look like this back then. Just to be
yeah.
clear,
Well,
obviously.
I was in the service, and they shortened the name Mendenhall's. You know, they always use your last name, so they shortened it to Mindy. So don't date Mindy. He's a real asshole. He's just a woman chaser. I was in a friggin' bar. Of course I was. I was
Yeah,
divorced.
I don't hear any
Yeah.
lies in that
Yeah,
conversation.
there was not. Yeah, and there was a couple of gals that they actually asked me out because they'd heard about my name on the bathroom wall. I said, "You're kidding me," and no, I said, "Yeah, it's in there."
You're a legend.
In my own mind, I was, anyways.
You're a poop star. Poop star. I
I'll
get it.
put it to you. I was a man
Come
slut.
on, pop
Okay.
star, poop
Yeah,
star.
I was a man slut back then.
Yeah, well, who wasn't? You know,
Yep.
sometimes it just happened by accident.
Yeah.
I don't know why that girl had such a crush on me. I hope she's
God, I
okay.
hope Paco's not watching this. I'm sure he didn't want to hear about his old man's old. Yeah.
Mhm.
I know the other two boys are like, God, Dad, I don't want to hear that shit.
The Legend of Cowboy. You know, there was a report about, campus damage, from parties and this and that. And
Right.
I looked at it, and I remembered there was one party that I barely remember doing it, but I ripped some railings out of the ground, and they told me how much it cost them to fix it. I by myself caused 10% of the college's damages
Hmm.
that year, but in one night.
One
Yeah.
night. Yeah.
Oh, somebody hit me at a party, and I
Oh,
was really drunk, and it was really stupid to hit me because it's not like I can even defend myself. A little guy too. Anyway, apparently I chased after him, and then raged, and then ripped these railings out of the stairs on the side of the building,
holy shit.
out of the concrete stairs. You put my weight into it back.
Yeah.
And threw it, and then went and did the other one. I remember them really. There was no escaping that. Everybody knew it was me.
Yeah.
So I went to the dean's office. They didn't make me pay for it. This college was different, man. And they said they told me how much that was going to cost and this and that, and we should make you pay for it, but they didn't. Yeah, I let them know I was assaulted on the campus. I mean, that's not good it's not good press.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I saw, like I said, the report. I was like, shit, that was like 10% of it. Congratulations. And this idiot was on the student council. I got elected to it. I'd show up for the student council meetings. That's such an a-hole. I wore coveralls all the time. I don't know why I was on this overall kick,
Right. Yeah.
and with the straps, And
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't have a shirt on. I'd walk into it in a cowboy hat. That's what I call it, cowboy. I'd walk in some boots, not cowboy boots. Don't get me wrong; they were fucking work boots.
Right.
I look more like a farmer than a cowboy. You know what I mean? But I'd walk in like that, and they just apparently everybody. I was just a clown. I guess they just got a kick out of me. They let me get away with it. Teachers liked me for some reason. I was actually polite and very smart, and they knew. And I shouldn't say that. They would have. That's a self. They thought I was smart. I don't know. Maybe they were dumb. It was really easy to the classes. I didn't drop out because I wasn't passing.
Yeah.
I barely tried. You know. Huh.
Yeah, I did get my degree after I got out of the service. So
I screwed myself by not actually getting
yeah.
the degree. I wish I actually
What?
buckled down.
I was
But
going to become an English literature teacher, and it's like then the MS hit, and that pretty well did it. And I also about that time my kids became teenagers, and I decided that if I wanted to stay out of jail, I probably shouldn't become a teacher because I can't stand teenagers. I'd probably beat the shit out of one of them, got put in prison. That wouldn't have done anybody any good.
Mm.
Sure as hell wouldn't have done me any good. Yeah.
could have gotten a job in corrections. Taking care of the
That's true
kids.
too. Yeah. Yeah. I could have done
I
that.
had guys that worked it with me in Graterford, which was a level 5 in Florida. They have levels. So I had
Right.
all the big assholes in there, a big old jail full of shitheads, and they got jobs in the juvie, and it was actually higher pay, believe it or not. And they went there. And this was a state jail I worked at. A couple of them came back. They
Yeah.
did. It's like you were constantly having to put your hands on these guys. You know what I mean? We rarely had to do that. With
Yeah.
the adults. It
Right.
happened.
Right.
Don't get me wrong. It definitely happened. But yeah, it was just crazy.
They offered a it was actually it was a parenting seminar, and we got college credits for going to it. It didn't cost anything, but we got some credits, so I went to it, and I was probably the only one there. There was probably only about 4 of us, and we were all either related or friends, and that were actual parents. All the rest of them were actual, normal 18 to 22-year-old kids, and the first thing that the speaker says is, "I want you to know that no, you cannot put your teenage child into cryogenic sleep when they're 13 and wake them up when they're 22. It doesn't work that way. That's against the law. So don't try putting them in your deep freeze, even though you may want to." So it's like, damn, she must have known my kids. I was ready, boy. They were hell on
You
wheels.
just fill them up with gummies all the time, but then they'd end up being 400 pounds, and you wouldn't be able to afford to feed them.
Yeah, that's true
Yeah,
too. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I am going to call it a night, guys. It's close enough to 3 o'clock.
it's close
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
I'm
Uh-huh.
tired. Dominic is just about wore my ear off. So
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Him and Mark talk so damn much. I just wish
no,
we don't ever get a chance to talk with those two.
sitting there petting his
I
pussy.
try to talk, just that nobody ever listens.
Oh, we do. We just ignore
Oh,
you.
quite often, I don't think my microphone gets it over the top of when somebody else is speaking.
It does cut out. Yes.
Yeah, it does. Because it's doing the old what's that called? It cuts out background noise.
Yeah.
Noise
It's
canceling.
clipping it. Yeah. It's
Noise
clipping it.
The noise
cancellation.
canceling on your phone is
Cancellation.
picking,
Yeah.
it's picking
Yeah.
up its own speaker.
Yeah.
That's how dumb those apples are. They're dumb. All right, let's say goodnight to everybody. You guys ready to hurt your wrists?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what the hell is it? Oh, there it is. Clamp it outro. Bam.
Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Bill and all the tribe.
Thank you in the
all
chat for coming,
and
everybody.
We
We
hope you will
appreciate you.
subscribe. You're
And
all
thanks everybody
back
for the
next week
birthday
to
wishes.
watch another show. We're all too drunk and tired, so we're gonna have to go.
Y'all come back now. You hear?
This has been a Bill Ways presentation.